what is your biggest why? What is your single biggest reason that you're interested in getting involved in information marketing? And I just went through probably like 70 different ones. Let me see if I can make sure we're all to make fuck you money. Juan's been to one of my events before. He knows how I roll. All problem not having money. Yeah, Sean's been to my event. Additional income stream freedom. Sunset Wind. Amin. Randy. Okay, so I have about 90 plus comments here, and if you look at all 90 comments, you'll see a few things that are common. One, what was that? Answer that question. What do you think is the biggest common why the majority of people had? Welcome, Dave. Welcome, Yolanda. Jacqueline, George, and Nacho. What do you think the majority of people had? Keep them coming, everybody. Like I said, I need y'all to participate tonight. Yep, y'all got it. You can keep them coming, but like I said, that's one thing that I saw that was common. So freedom, and so let me start back over and talk about why we're doing this tonight, and share like I said, a few stories with you. So last Friday, I was coming to pick my wife up. Me and my son were coming from the martial arts school. I was coming to pick my wife up to take her out to eat, and so I got to the house and I pulled up and I texted her, said, come on out. She said, I can't come out. I'm on a webinar. And I said, whose webinar are you on? She said, I'm on Dagan Smith. Dagan's one of my buddies, very successful, very smart internet marketer. So I came into the house and Lloyd was hungry and he wanted to eat. And I walked into the house and I saw Vicky on her computer. She's on Facebook. And I was like, what are you doing on Facebook? You said you're on a webinar. And she started laughing. She said, this is Dagan's webinar. And I looked and I heard Dagan's voice. So I looked down and Dagan was doing a webinar from his Facebook page. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I sat there and listened to it. Next thing you know, Vicky was on there for like 2 hours listening to Dagan. And it made me think, about 2 months ago, I was at the UFC, spoke to one of my guys, and I was bored in the hotel room, and I asked people on my Facebook fan page, some of you may remember this, on my Facebook fan page, I said, listen, if you have any questions for me, I'm in the hotel, I'll sit here for about 2 hours and answer questions. If you have any questions, it doesn't matter what it is. So people started asking questions. I was answering questions, and for 2 hours straight, I was replying to questions, and it was pretty cool. So when I saw Dagan do that, I said, listen, I'm gonna do that as soon as I saw Dagan doing it, I decided to do it. Which brings me to my very first point. And you have to excuse my language. This is the first time you deal with me. That I have a principle. What do you think this means? Throw some shit up on the wall and clean up as you go. For people that have been around me for a while and been learning from me, please tell me what this means. Testing, brainstorming. Yeah, Brian got it. Good is good enough, because oftentimes when you get involved in internet marketing, you're gonna have tasks you're gonna have to do. There's things that you're gonna have to do. It's very important that you understand that good is good enough. And this is one of my mentors, Bill Glazier. Make sure you write that down in your notes, because there's going to be times that you're going to be doing projects. There's going to be times that you're going to be launching a product, involved in internet marketing, information marketing, and you're going to be paralyzed. You're going to be frozen, and there's a point that you have to just simply say, "Good is good enough," and throw it up on the wall. So, like I said, if you're new here, please go to Facebook and search for Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Beginners. Well, let me tell you my why. In 1996, I was slam broke. I was living with my mother, and I just graduated from college. I played football, ran track. I didn't make the NFL. I was kind of, lost. So figuring out what I was going to do. It was more like 93, 94. Trying to figure out what I was going to do. I graduated with a college degree in business administration with a concentration in management. And I wanted to play football, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just decided to move to California and start a record label. I had a few frat brothers that were in the music business, and I wanted to go, California and try to make it big into the music industry. And come around 95-ish, in 95, 96, a few things happened that I was forced to move back. Of course, I didn't have any money. I was sleeping on the couch at my frat brother's house in Los Angeles. I was there for like 9 months on his couch. Came back home, and one of my frat brothers named Dwayne Johnson gave me a videotape called The Ultimate Fighting Championship. And on it, I saw a guy named Hoist Gracie fighting this thing called the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And from there, I got involved in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I fell in love with it. I was obsessed with it. But I'm a 26-year-old kid with a college degree, not working, and I'm in love with jiu-jitsu. So everybody here that has done martial arts or has a passion or has something that they're in love with, you know how that is. But at the same time, I had people, family members beat me down. You need to get a job. You got to do something with your life. And I had my mom support me because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be, have my own business, because when I came up and I grew up in a time that, they sold the dream about, America is a place, you can live the American dream. You work hard, you build a business, you employ people, you can, become a millionaire and live the American dream. And I always thought about living the American dream. I used to watch Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous, and this may be showing my age. Let me know. Y'all know what this is? Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous is a TV show. Let me hear it. I may be way out of my league. Okay, so yeah, Robin Leach. Okay, so you got it. Now, Lifestyle and the Rich and Famous was 100% about the lifestyle. It's not about the millionaire next door. It wasn't about that. It was about, people that were balling, people that were living a lifestyle that, like now really most people only can dream of. And when you think about the people, like flying private jets and big houses and all these different things, it's like that's what was put into my mind as a young child, that being rich was about. That's what was put into my mind that becoming successful was about. So as kids, we're all programmed, whether you're programmed by your kids, if you're a middle class person, you probably have middle class values, you're raised middle class. If you're ultra wealthy, the mindset and your thought process about money is far different than the person who's poor. If you're poor, you trying to get different things. You're always told, no, we can't afford that, we can't afford that. And these things shape our brain, they shape our life and our lifestyle. And one of my mentors always talks about, like, everybody has shit in their brain. And so somebody puts shit in your brain, and then they put concrete on top, and it hardens. And somebody puts more shit in your brain, and more concrete, and it hardens, and more shit, and more concrete, more shit, and concrete. So now you have all these layers of shit and concrete. We call it bullshit. So I'm gonna go back to Joey real quick, and there's not a knock on you, Joey. It's not a knock on the thing, but it just comes back to the original comment. which was let me see if I can find it real quick. I can't find it, but his comment was, I'm usually skeptical of these things. So for me, where I'm at now, I've had a lot of concrete taken out, a lot of bullshit taken out, and my job as a mentor to other people, my job is to break up concrete in your brain, take out the bullshit, take out more concrete, take out more bullshit, so that you can be open to receive more. Because like what is really, what is there to be skeptical about if you think about online marketing? There can anyone deny? Oh, let me write this out. Let's make sure. Answer this question for me, please. Can anyone deny that you can go online right now and buy stuff? See, so I don't. It baffles me when people are skeptical. You know, maybe you're skeptical about me, but please don't be skeptical about the fact that you can go online. Let's do something. Let's go online right now. Uh, how can I potty train my child? Let's see what we have here. All these people here are running Google AdWords. Oh my God! Who else wants to learn the exact step-by-step hold you by the hand formula of the potty train that I used to permanently cure over 317 children of the diaper dependencies forever? I do. You know, if I want to cure my child, get your free training course. Oh, name and email. So they're not selling anything on here. This is a straight squeeze page. Oh no, they're selling something to add to cart. So now, if I decide to buy this to learn how to potty train my daughter or child, they just make $17, not counting whatever they do on upsells. So that's a whole different topic. But the point is, you can buy any and everything that you can imagine online. It just depends on what you want to sell and what market that you're in, and you decide to go into. So I have on my, if you let's see how many people have received my free DVD. So before I go into this, let me know if you have received and watched my free DVD. If you're new to, if you just got on the call, I saw some more people come in the call, and you're not in our Facebook group, please go to Facebook and search for the group Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Beginners. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Beginners. Okay, great. So we have quite a few people that have received the free DVD. So on the free DVD, let me say this too. There are so many different ways to get involved in internet marketing. It's just, I mean, I believe when you see my emails and I talk about this, when I say that I believe that internet marketing and information marketing is 100% the absolute best business to get involved in, the absolute best business to be a part of. I'm dead serious, because listen, because everything that everyone said when it came to what is your why, see, internet marketing allows that. See, Brian McLaughlin said something to the effect that, which I feel a lot right now, because I'm 43 years old. I'm not ready to get out of jiu-jitsu right now by any stretch, but there will be a time I'm trying to get out. And being locked into having a brick and mortar business, although no matter how much money you're doing, like I said, one of my information marketing business is a business like help martial arts schools learn how to make more money in their school while at the same time keep the integrity of their school, create good students, but still at the same time run a real business. Because most people in the mixed martial arts business, just martial arts, they treat their business like a hobby. And I have a saying that says, if you treat your business like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you treat your business like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. Because normally, if you meet somebody, they say, what's your business? Oh, I have a martial arts school. Oh, you have a karate school? Cool. You don't think about a person in a karate school being a millionaire. You don't think about a karate school doing $50,000, $100,000 a month. You think karate school, you think it's a little hobby, right? Well, the mass majority of people are treating their business like a hobby, so that's where they get hobby-type results. If you treat your business like a business, you can get, real business results, and that's what, one of my information marketing businesses is dedicated to. And that's why I have a passion, although like it doesn't make as much money as the other things I'm doing online. I have a passion to help people, fellow martial artists. But anyway, so back to my free DVD. So for those that received my free DVD and have watched it, if you haven't, it's in the mail. You should be receiving it. Make sure when you get it that you watch the DVD and get some information. But like in that DVD, I taught a specific formula to create and start an information marketing business. Remember when I say business, I'm not saying an information marketing product. I'm talking about an information marketing business, and I'm talking about that a little bit tonight too. But I gave you the floor mat. So tell me this: what is the difference? See, I sent an email out, I think yesterday, told people to email my assistant the website of their page that they created since watching my DVD. And I got a lot, and I looked at all the pages, I was highly impressed. But the thing is this: why did some people watch the DVD and do what was taught on the DVD, and then other people got the DVD and did not do what was on the DVD? Let's have the group answer this question for me. Why did some people do what was taught on the DVD, and others others watched the same DVD and didn't do anything? Wait for this to post. Jim Chandler, crazy. Very nice, Yolanda. That's one. Come on, everybody. I need some more answers here. Why did some people watch the DVD and take action and do what was taught, and others watched the DVD and didn't? I like yours, Yolanda. Brent. Keep them coming. If you're trying to get into the Facebook group, please go to Facebook, search for my group, Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Beginners. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Beginners. Good. I need a few more comments. I have too many people for only 61 comments. Come on, everybody, participate with me, please, because I'm going to wrap this up, and it's going to be very important to understand this, because tonight, whether you know this or not, you're getting an education that could be the deciding factor of if you make it in the information marketing business or if you don't. And I promise you this. I promise you this. I guarantee this. Just follow with me, because this is very specific to getting you results. Because as you saw, I sent out a DVD. I showed you exactly what to do to follow this model, and only a small percentage of the population that got the DVD did anything with it. That DVD has made millions of dollars. I mean, like that, what's on that DVD could be taught at a $5,000, $10,000 event. Give me a few more comments here. Let me refresh real quick. When you search for my group, I made a mistake. It's Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Search for the group Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. And I had one, Ron just asked, how do we get the DVD? So if you haven't even requested the DVD, please go to www.freeinternetdvd.com. That's www.freeinternetdvd.com. Okay, so this is more like it. I got 87. I should get some more comments, but I'll go through this real quick. So fear the first step, lack of money. See, and good answer to me, but like to not at least apply what was taught. It doesn't take any money to do what I taught on the DVD. As far as the base phase, I mean, just give me a website, put it up yourself if you have to. Make excuse or twos. Incompetent. Didn't believe the DVD 100%. My problem was with the website. Did not understand future in the wall. Failed to take the first step. Lazy, accept defeat, and anything. Overwhelmed, don't know where to start. That's your blog and cold call. Needed birds the next one better. Procrastination. Okay, so this next question I'm about to ask is going to be probably one of the most important things I'm going to ask tonight. So here's the question. Have you read Think and Grow Rich? Welcome, Dennis. I need everyone to participate. Let me know you're there. I know you're on the webinar, so like participate, take action, like be a part of the group. We all have the same goal. Like that, Lawanda. All right, so let me see what we have here. Have you read Think and Grow Rich? Nice. So let's go through this. Yeah, 105. Keep them coming. Keep them coming on, ladies and gentlemen, please. Let's watch this. Yes, 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 yes. No, I have not. All right, David won. Make sure that you get this, David. I'm on my third time. Tim's on his third time. Dean Barry, no. Make sure you get the book. Look, you do jiu-jitsu. All my top jiu-jitsu guys have to read the book. Think and Grow Rich. No. Okay, so I see. I would say we're about 90, 95, 97% yes. All right, so I need to do this real quick just for the 5% that have not read it, and for the people that have read it, this may be a quick reminder if you haven't read it in a while. So over 70 plus years ago, Napoleon Hill wrote the best-selling book called Think and Grow Rich. And he was hired by Andrew Carnegie, who at the time was like one of the world's richest people. And he was hired, his job and his task, he was charged with the task of hanging out with, journaling, and coming up with some common traits of 500 of the world's richest and most successful people. Now, make sure you understand is like this is not Lloyd Irvin talking. So anybody that's kind of about Lloyd Irvin or kind of about the internet marketing thing, please don't think about this or view this as Lloyd Irvin. This has nothing. I wasn't alive. My mom was not alive. My dad was not alive when this book was written. So, like I said, over 70 years ago, Napoleon Hill was introduced to 500 of the world's most richest and successful people, and he was charged with the task to find out the common traits, find out the commonalities of the world's most successful and richest people. And listen to this. After a 20-year period, 20 long years, he did this research. And after 20 long years, I'm writing it down because like this is still amazing to me. After 20 years, he came up with 13 traits. He came up with 13 commonalities. 13 traits of the world's richest and most successful people that he studied for 20 long years. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go on to all 13 traits today, but there's some traits that are very important to discuss tonight because it's going to, it can make the difference between you not only getting started in information marketing, not only you getting involved in internet marketing, but yet you becoming successful in internet marketing and becoming highly successful in internet marketing. So let me answer the question first. Lloyd, have you read Think and Grow Rich before? Yes, I've read Think and Grow Rich 13 times. The first 10 times that I read Think and Grow Rich, I just read it because I was supposed to read it, and I read it because all the successful people that I read about said to read it, and all the successful people that I look up to, was reading about and Googling, said read it. And when I say successful people, like I said, I didn't have any successful people in my life around me that were successful on the point of like they're rich. Like they're like, I want lifestyles of rich and famous, and I want that. I don't have anyone like that. I don't have anyone with exotic cars. I don't have anyone flying private jets. I don't have anyone big houses. I didn't come up like that. I came up straight middle class. I didn't come up poor. I came up middle class. So when I do say I'm poor, when I was a 26-year-old poor guy, I mean, I wasn't broke and poor, like living in the slums or anything, but I had no money, and I was living with my mom at 26, a college grad, so that's pretty embarrassing, to say the least. Now, in my very first car was a Chevette when I was 15. I crashed that, and then my next car, I borrowed $800 for my mom to get, it was a Honda Prelude. And for those that have seen me personally, I'm 220 some pounds and I'm 6'3". So imagine a big 6'3" guy riding around in a little Honda Prelude. It's pretty embarrassing. And earlier when I invited Kevin OG in, I said that he was around back in the day, and he probably even rode in the Honda Prelude with me. It was pretty embarrassing. But the point is this: let me drop this down. I read the book and I didn't do anything. I heard it, but I didn't understand it, because everyone that said that, if I said this, if I ask you this, one, first and foremost, without you going to the book and reading the book or reviewing from the book, how many of the 13 principles can you recite? Like, can you name? Oh, let me ask a better question. Can you name all 13 principles? Okay. And be honest here. Without going to the book, without looking in the book, everyone that said they answered, they read the book, can you name all 13 traits? Yes or no? What you're going to see before I even say it, 90+% of them cannot. They cannot, because they do not know it. They read the book, but they do not know the book. They read the book, but they do not live the book. And they have a saying that says birds of a feather flock together. And if someone handed you a book that was a research tool that took 20 years to research, be honest, I need everyone to answer this question that answered yes to the book. Can you name all 13 traits? They handed you a 20-year research tool that absolutely handed you the exact traits of the world's most richest and successful people, and they say, here, do this. Would you do it? And what happens is people don't do it. People read the book, say it's a good book, and guess what happens next? They come back and say, hey, what else do you recommend I read? Every single day, people ask you, what's your book list? What do you recommend for your students? What do you recommend for your athletes? What do you recommend for people in your mastermind group? And I say, Think and Grow Rich. And then they come back 7 days later, 14 days later, hey, okay, I read Think and Grow Rich. What else do you recommend? I say, Think and Grow Rich. Because it took me over a decade to get it. It took me a long time to fully understand the power of that book, the power of understanding. And I'll tell you this too. The book that you're reading, Think and Grow Rich, is not even the original. It's not the original. There's things that have been left out of the book. I paid a lot of money and went through a lot of agony and pain to get a original copy. It's a printed, scanned copy of the very original. And the word is that, I think it was Roosevelt, when they had the mastermind groups, mastermind programs, he bought up all of the copies that were put out in the first print, because he did not want the stuff that were in their secret society. He didn't want that information out. So they took it, he bought all the copies, and they did an edit and took out a lot of the stuff out of it, and then re-released the watered-down version. But even this watered-down version that most people have read is still very powerful if you just get the basic understanding of the 13 concepts. If you're just coming onto the webinar, I see more people have come on. Please join us on Facebook. Go to Facebook and search for Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. That's Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Come and join us, please. Welcome, Edmund. So now back to Think and Grow Rich. So now, how long? And don't be discouraged if you don't know all 13 principles. Don't be discouraged if you don't follow all of them, because it takes time. It took me a long time to get it. And if you find a few principles that you can attach to and try to start knocking off one at a time. So like when I asked the question earlier about, did you get my DVD? And if so, did you watch the DVD? And if so, did you take action? Because one of the principles is what? Fast action. So At a 20-year period, the world's richest and most successful people, they all take fast action. So if you had this common trait and you followed this common trait from Think and Grow Rich, and you took fast action, if you got the DVD, the first thing you would do is what? Put it in here for me. Would you listen to it? Watch it? What is a fast action taker? A fast action taker would do what with the DVD? Because if you don't take action and at least watch it, you can never go forward. Once you watch it, and then you have to take action on what was taught. Exactly, Brandy. Good job, Brandy. Apply it. What was taught on the DVD. And then at the point at which you're stuck or confused, they would go back and rewatch the DVD. But most people would just put the DVD, oh, I can't do that. And that's the same principle, the same concept of the person coming back after reading Think and Grow Rich and saying, what else do you recommend? Do you understand how long it would actually take for you to implement and become a part of these 13 principles? It takes time, and these things don't happen overnight. So let me come way back and bring you up to speed where I am today with what I've done, what I'm doing in the whole entire internet marketing world. And I'm gonna say this: I absolutely love internet marketing. Like I said, it's a lifestyle business. Probably the last 2 months, I've been playing around on Facebook, doing some new things, and I have a website that I created that is bringing in like $1,500 to $2,000 a day online, and that's just on Facebook, on something I'm just toying around with. I have a question for you. Would you be interested in, having an information marketing site, while you're just playing around and bringing in $1,500 to $2,000 a day? I'm going to be quiet for a second to see. Give me some comments. Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm going to make sure that anyone else has come and joined us yet. Welcome, Sylvia. Welcome, Monica. Keep them coming. And I know some of you out there that may not be putting a comment, may not be participating with us. $1,500 to $2,000 a day with a website may not interest you, may not be enough. You may be playing at a different level. But even me, like I said, I'm interested. When I say I'm playing around with it, I'm not playing around with it like I don't want it. I'm playing around with it like I'm going to work on trying to make it do more. And you saw the day with my buddy Greg Davis. He posted on here earlier, checking out a new campaign that's bringing in about $35,000 a day. I don't even want to talk about that because those type of numbers. You're talking about when Joey said being skeptical. $35,000 a day will make people very skeptical. And if I say $100,000 a day or $100,000, like certain numbers, everyone has their own threshold because they have different bullshit and different concrete and different levels. Let me see. Keep them coming, everybody. I only have 100. I need more. Let's give me the 150 comments. Would you like having an info site or playing around that can make you $1,500 to $2,000 a day? Yes or no? Keep them coming. I'm trying to get to 150 comments. Come on, everybody. 108. Keep them coming. At 116, I need more. $131. I need 19. I'm at 141. I need 9 more. Welcome, Jose. Thanks for coming and joining us. If you're on the webinar right now and you're not participating with us, please go to Facebook and search for Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Okay, I got my 150. Thank you, everybody. It's very important, like I said, to be able to, at a moment's notice, what we call print money on demand, to create a website, like I said, running on Facebook, doing $1,500 to $2,000 a day. You know, it feels good. Like I say, I have 150 plus people that said yes. So it's definitely something that people want to do. So let's go back to me being in my prelude and living with my mother, doing my little martial arts school, just broke. But listen, I didn't feel broke because I was a Hoist Gracie fanatic. Like, as long as I had a car, I could get gas. I didn't have gas, I ride with somebody else, and I had my own school. I was a blue belt. I'm teaching in my own school. For those that don't know, I got my blue belt in 30 days. I got my black belt in 3.5 years. But at this time, I was a blue belt teaching out of a 300 square foot facility in the back of a health club, and I didn't have any mats, didn't have any insurance, didn't have a phone, didn't have anything. We trained on purple carpet, called the purple carpet. And while I'm talking, Kevin, if you're out there, Kevin, you train on purple carpet. You know, just give me a shout out saying that you were there back in the day. There's very few people who truly know and understand where I've come from. And the same thing we're talking about, why people are skeptical, because like everyone has a good guy on one shoulder and a bad guy on another shoulder. And the good guy, you know, is always positive, telling you what you can do. The bad guy is always saying, listen, that's a scam, that's fake. There's no way you can do that. When it's really limiting self-belief. It's limiting, you know, people, they have self-doubt. And they, like one lady earlier, I think it was Tanya or Barbara, she said that a person doesn't believe that they can do it. See, because understand this, I know people personally, you know, doing $100,000 a day. I got personal friends, you know, whose companies are doing $25-30 million a year. And one thing that I found out, you know, through my ride to where I'm at now, there's no different than us. And so let me tell you my story so I can bring it around so I can sum everything up, because this is very, very important. So I had my martial arts school. It was a struggling martial arts school. I luckily ran into a guy who knew this guy named Billy Blank, and Billy Blank had a program called Tabo, and he knew that Billy Blank was going to be doing a infomercial called, you know, the Billy Blank Tabo, and he told me about it in advance. They were going to be spending like $200 million on an infomercial. And they said, all you need to do is promote women's kickboxing. So I'm a black guy. Billy Blank's a black guy. He's bald. I'm bald. So I put yellow hand wraps on and put a little microphone on my head. I did a borrowed some money from my mother to run a Valpak ad. I ran a Valpak ad, and the same exact time that the Valpak ad was running, Billy Blank Cabo kit. Answer that question while I'm talking here. And while Billy Blank's Tabo hit, as you know, you could not turn anywhere without seeing Tabo. And next thing you know, I went from 0 women in my martial arts program to over 500 women in my martial arts program. And right then and there, I thought I was rich. I thought I had finally made it. And I had to go from, I moved from my 300 square foot facility to a 1,200 square foot facility. And then I moved from a 1,200 square foot facility to a 5,000 square foot facility, 100% from the 1,200 facility, 1,200 square foot, to the 5,000 square foot facility was 100% based upon the women in Cabo. And as you know, when people want to lose weight and have new goals in 30, 60 to 90 days, what happens to those goals? Answer this question, because this is where my life took a major turn. Everyone in the fitness industry, or you want to get in, all the school owners, or you wanted to get in shape, when a person comes in, there it is. They die, they give up, they quit. So I wasn't really thinking about that. Yolanda, thank you, Yolanda. They fall off. I wasn't thinking about that. And I thought I was rich. 500 women paying, I think it was like $120, $100 a month. You know, that was a lot of money. I mean, going from barely making it to that was major. So I got this 5,000 square foot facility, and then in 90 days, like Tamara said, they die, they give up, and they quit. And when they quit, what do they not do anymore? I need a couple answers. Once they quit, they don't do what anymore? If you're new to the webinar, please go to Facebook and join us here on Facebook. You'll search for Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. And as you can see, Tony and Felipe, they got the answer. And when they quit, they no longer pay. Welcome Travis, welcome James, welcome Shake, welcome Dana, Danny, Big Matua, Lewis, Tisha. Welcome, guys. They don't pay anymore. And when they don't pay anymore, we don't make any more money. Hold on one second. And when they don't pay anymore, I don't get any more money. So now this is my dilemma. I went from a 1,200 square foot facility to a 5,000 square foot facility based upon these 500 women that are no longer paying anymore. And had I not had these women, I could not afford this 5,000 square foot facility. So I quickly went 1 month behind my rent, 2 months behind my rent, and 3 months behind my rent. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I was 90 days behind on my rent, and I took whatever little money I had, saved up, and I went to Brazil. And when I went to Brazil to go compete in a tournament, and you know, just basically left the business. Whatever happened happened, because I was depressed. You know, I basically it's kind of silly. I mean, not silly, but I kind of fled. I just fled. I ran away from it. I couldn't take it. And when it was all said and done, what I really loved at the time was jiu-jitsu. So I went to Brazil, where jiu-jitsu, you know, where the king of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I went there, went to a competition, started competing, but I'll never forget. I was staying at my instructor Leo Dollar's house in Barra de Tijuca in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Every day I was going to the beach. You know, it was a wonderful life, but I was broke, and back home things were crashing. You know, my mom sent me a message saying that, you know, the landlord, you know, needs to know what's going on, or, you know, we have to get evicted. It's real quick. Let me ask you a question, because the phone act up a little bit. Okay. I want to make sure I don't miss this point. If at any point I blank out or fade out, just one person just post, you know, like having problems hearing you. The word, I lost my thought. All right, so I'm in Brazil, and my mother sent me a message saying the landlord wants to know, you know, what's going on, you know, with the business. Are you able to pay? You're 90 days behind. You know, they're trying to work with us, but I didn't have it. So if I don't have it, you can't get what you don't have. So I never forget this. I was in my instructor's house his parents' house, and I received an email, and it said something to the effect of, "We'd like to learn how to make an extra $100,000 in a year in your martial arts school." And my answer was, of course, what? Yes. So at that time, usually people don't perk up, people don't take action until there's a situation, a major, people don't go to the doctor for their blood pressure until they usually pass out and they're forced in the hospital and they say, "Oh yeah, you have high blood pressure, you need to do this." People usually don't start working out until it's too late. People don't want to start making money or getting off their butt and stop being lazy until a real situation happens that makes you want to take action, right? So I'm in that situation. So I'm open to anything and everything that could potentially help me and save me. Because for all I know, when I come back from Brazil, I'm going to have no business. I'm just in a bad way. So I opened the email, I read the email. The email sold me on the fact that, I could make more money. And just like Joey earlier, I was skeptical too, but at this point, I don't have any other option. Like the good guy on my shoulder was saying, "Lloyd, what if this could help you?" So I called my mom. I asked for her credit card number. I charged this course. It was like $397, and I bought this course online. It digitally downloaded to me. I opened all the files right up on my computer, and I started reading this stuff. And I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And it was about marketing. It was basically telling you that you're not in the business that you think you're in. Most karate schools think they're in the business of karate, and dentists think they're in the business of dentistry, and carpet cleaners think they're in the business of cleaning carpets. But it basically took a mental shift where we're not in the business that we think we're in. We're actually in the sales and marketing business. And if you don't understand that you're in the sales and marketing business, and you don't understand that if you don't have a constant flow of new and fresh qualified prospects coming into your funnel and potentially leading them down a marketing funnel to ultimately give you what? Money. That's what it's all about. So in a little bit, when I get more to the internet marketing side of things, you have to understand that no matter what you decide to sell, whether it's in your passion or whether it's not in your passion, no matter what it is you want to sell, if you do not have a constant flow of new and fresh prospects, qualified prospects, coming into your marketing and putting them through a marketing funnel with the ultimate being what? So let me make sure everybody's following me. What is the ultimate goal in business when you create this funnel? Getting these qualified prospects into your marketing funnel, and at the end of it, what is the ultimate goal? I need 100 comments. Make sure I'm everybody's following me. Let's crank it out. Keep them coming. Let's crank 100 out fast. I'm gonna invite everybody in. Hey, G, Sam, welcome. Omar, welcome. Seth, welcome. If you're just new to the webinar, please find me on Facebook so you can participate with us. We have a lot of good action, and we're just getting started. Find me at Lloyd Irvin. Search for Lloyd Irvin, Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin, Internet Marketing for Newbies. I need to get to 100 real quick before we move on. 73, give me some more. Let's see. Oh, I need to get to 100. 6 more. I need three more. Welcome, Anthony. All right, there I got 102. All right, so I got to my 100. All right, so the ultimate goal is to make a sale. The ultimate goal is to make money. And now let me tell you this. I know a lot of you are going to laugh at this. You don't answer this question until I ask this question. All right, here we go. The question is going to be, can you believe this? But this is the thing. Before I got that email, and before I read what was in that email, I was 110,000% against selling and against marketing. Why? Because people that sell are scam artists, and people that market are disgusting. And I don't need to market because I am going to be good in jiu-jitsu. I'm going to be good in my business, and that's all that matters. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to offer a great service. I'm going to offer a great product, and people are going to buy it just because. And that's how I thought. So a lot of people, yes, I'm not sure if you saw my answer, because you know now I am a shameless marketer. I am a shameless seller, because as long as you are selling people something that can deliver the results that you say it will deliver, if they take action and implement what you taught, then you have 100% permission to sell and market as hard as you want. If you are selling something that if a person buys, and if they follow the instructions as you put it, if you know it can't give them the results, then you're a criminal. And that's where the whole snake oil salesman thing came from, because snake oil is water with oil and pepper or oregano put in, shaked up, and some highly skilled salespeople are saying this will cure blood pressure and cure bursitis, and they go on these little circus trains, and they go from town to town with their little circus selling this fake water with oil in it, telling it that it will cure all these things. Well, I got it, because at my school, I believe I was good in jiu-jitsu. I believe I was good in Valley Judo, MMA, NHB, whatever you want to call it now. And I was really passionate about what I was doing. And I was so passionate that but my passion wasn't paying me any money. My passion kept me broke. My passion kept me in my mom's house. My passion allowed me not to do anything that I thought about doing when I was used to watch the lifestyles of rich and famous and living the dream, and trying to have nice cars and nice houses. The things that I came up growing and thinking of the American dream, like, by not selling and just having a passion, I didn't have any of that. So I continued to read this product that I purchased, and from Brazil, I called my mom and said, "Mom, change this, do this, change that, do this." And within days, the way we're dealing with the profits coming in changed. Within the next 7 days, next 30 days, I had completely changed my business. Now, I wasn't rich at the time, but I was making a profit, and now I had enough money to pay my rent and start paying my back rent. And let's fast forward. I was a converted man. I was a changed person. And then when I got back home from Brazil, life in Brazil was much different, now that, I didn't have all this stress. And, like, has anyone have you ever had any stress on your back and know what it feels like to have a major problem affecting your life from you not having enough money? Like, let me hear, because maybe it's just me. Well, Mitch, we're like Mitch. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not the only person here that's been at a point in their life that they struggled, at a point in their life that they're actually embarrassed about. I tell the story now, but like during that time it wasn't funny. Like the point you may want, like I always talk about getting in your bed and pulling the covers over your head. It makes some people cry. There's some people that get to this certain point in their life and they'll commit suicide. Man, it's dark times, and through these dark times, you have trials and tribulations, and depending on how you were raised and what values you have, like suicide is not something that's on my mind. Suicide is not something that I think about. Suicide, wasn't there, but I've been at points in my life where had suicide been an option, I may have carried it out, but it's not, right? So, all right, great. So I have a lot of people here that are in the same situation I was in, all right? So although I wasn't out, at least when I was in Brazil, I had no idea what I was going to come back to. And now when I was in Brazil, I was able to come back to not a highly profitable business, but a business that was now self-sustaining. Because each and every month that goes by, you get deeper in the hole, deeper in the hole, deeper in the hole. That is a depressing situation. If you have a house, I didn't have a house. Like I said, I was living with my mom. Matter of fact, I did have a house at that time. So I was able, like when I had these 500 women, I was able to get my own house. And during this time when the 500 women left, that's when my house. Listen, I had 13 late pays on my house. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I'm not sounding crazy here. Like sometimes I tell my story, and I may be in a place that other people may not have ever experienced that, or may not want to share it. But like, I'm gonna tell you, I had 13 late pays on my house. It was a very, very, very dark place for me. And at that time, I didn't know what to do. I hired a company called Lexington Law Firm later on when I got out of the rut to help get these off my record. But okay, so let me see, make sure. Okay, so all right, so you guys feel me. You understand where I'm coming from and where I was at. So when I came back, I was able to pay my rent at my house. My monthly mortgage at my house, and I was also able to pay my rent at my martial arts school, which was my first primary brick and mortar business. And so this change was, for me, is life changing. See, right now, if I was to give you $1,500 or $2,000 a day with a Facebook, a new site that you can market on Facebook, if I ask you a question, would that be life changing to you? And when you think about $30,000, $40,000 a month, it should be life changing for most people. But for me, that's not even a thought. For me, being able to pay my rent at my martial arts school and to be able to pay my mortgage at my house was life changing for me. Yes, it wasn't $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, but for me at that time and point in my life, that was life changing. So everyone has different values, different things that are life changing. Because let me tell you a very embarrassing thing. When I had my house and I was getting all these late pays, getting the notices from the bank and so forth, and when they start threatening foreclosure, it's like, wow, like I found, you thought you made it. It was my very first home I've ever been in, and now I'm getting ready to lose it and be back back living with my mama. And the shame, the embarrassment, and that's more stress and more pressure. So like I said, just making an extra $6,000 to $9,000 a month, and that may seem like a lot, but I had a lot of overhead at my school. So at the end of the day, I made like $500 to myself, but it was still, I was able to pay it. And so that made a major change in my life. But the biggest lesson that I learned here was the power of sales and marketing. Because when you look at me making $3,000 a month from my martial arts school and now making $9,000 a month, and then going from $9,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 a month, So how can I make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month in the same exact business that I was just making $3,000 a month? See, one thing is this: I had not learned not one new punch, not one new kick, not any new martial arts, not any new fitness techniques. I didn't learn it. The only thing different that I learned, I'll have you answer. A question: what is it that I learned that allowed me to make this change? Because it wasn't martial arts. The same martial arts that I had when I was making $3,000 a month. That's a great answer, Andrew. But I really didn't have any proven systems yet. There it is, David. Marketing. And Felipe got it right. Also, specialized knowledge, which brings me to back to Think and Grow Rich. See, another one of the, we already talked about taking fast action. Another one of the 13 principles that the world's richest, most successful people have, they all gain specialized knowledge. Let me get this posting. They all gain specialized knowledge. And like I said, in the book that I have, I don't have my book with me right now, but the book that I have, it was on page 46, 47, and it Think and Grow Rich states that specialized knowledge is this. Specialized knowledge is not the type of knowledge that you get from traditional universities and colleges. Specialized knowledge is not the type of knowledge that you get from universities and colleges. And I got that because I went to college, had a business administration degree. I got with a minor in marketing, and that knowledge that I got from that college, it took me 7 years to graduate from college. And don't laugh at me, you know, I had a great time, would never trade my time in at college, but it still took me 7 years. But with 7 years of attending a college, graduate with a business administration degree and a minor in marketing, I was set off to the world to do whatever I was going to do. And when I took that knowledge that I learned from the university and college and tried to make it work for my small business, I went broke. I was going to lose my business. And it was not until I got what Think and Grow Rich calls specialized knowledge, because what I learned in that information product had absolutely, I didn't learn it in college. I never heard about it in college. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything about that type of stuff. So this is what it's called specialized knowledge. And so I started gaining this specialized knowledge, and it changed my life. And then at the point, I was introduced to a guy named Dan Kennedy. And Dan Kennedy is a marketing guru. He's created more self-made millionaires and multi-millionaires than anyone else living. And, you know, I started following him. I started reading his little newsletter. I subscribed to his newsletter. It was about $39 a month, and I subscribed to that. And I started attending events, and I started following everything Dan was doing with my martial arts school. And I was applying all of the lessons about direct response marketing and direct mail and campaigns and follow-up. And I was doing all that in my business, and it made a major difference. So let's fast forward. I went from $3,000 a month to building $1 million plus martial arts school in PG County, Maryland. And then I was like, wow, this is great, this is great, this is great. But then, you know, everybody, anytime you hit some goal, everyone wants what more. So let me ask you this. Are you like me? Is there anyone out here like me that, you know, no matter what you do, you always want more, more, more. You want to go bigger, bigger, bigger. You want to do more. You want to help people more. Are you like me? All right, Omar is. Let's see. Okay. Like the great thing about this that I feel really good about is that I feel like you guys are just like me, because like, understand this: some people are content with where they're at, no matter how low they're at. As long as they can pay their rent, and as long as they can do this and that, take care of the bare minimum of the necessities, they're fine. But there's certain people that are not fine, like me. So with the martial arts school, I got to, $1 million plus, and I'm doing it, and then I'm seeing all these people that are making way more, making millions. And you start hearing about these guys doing millions a year. Then you start hearing about people doing $1 million a month. You start hearing about people doing $1 million a day. I'm like they're like, I don't want to be a negative guy, but there is no way on earth you're ever going to make $1 million a day or $1 million in a month in your martial arts. So I don't know any martial arts. I know there's maybe some organizations total combined with all their schools and all their stuff, they may be doing $12 million a year, maybe. But it's not one location, not one school. So if I want bigger, if I want more, if I want to change that and do more, it's going to be absolutely impossible with my martial arts school. Now, when I was making $3,000 a month, you would think that if I ever get to $50,000 a month or $70,000 a month, that I would be happy. Well, I was happy for a while, but it wasn't enough. So everyone's heard about multiple streams of income. Hopefully you saw my video about multiple streams of income, and it moves you and motivates you, because understand this: if today my landlord came and said, listen, Lloyd, there's a problem with the county ordinance and we're going to destroy the building and you have to be out in 30 days, 60 days, 2 weeks, whatever like that, and my business is gone, it could be $1 million business, it could be $1 billion business, and if it's gone in 7 days, then what are you going to do? All my life, all my lifestyle, everything is going to be gone. So that's why you have to build multiple streams of income. You have to build multiple legs. So if at any point, whether it's your problem, whether it's governmental interference, no matter what it is, if someone takes one of your legs away, you don't lose everything, and now you have to stress, and now you think about suicide if you're suicidal, you think about, doing whatever you do when you're in this type of situation. And when I'm saying martial arts school, I'm talking about martial arts school because my business was a martial arts school. So make sure that you don't have that negative guy on your shoulder and say, well, he's talking about martial arts school. I don't care if you're a chiropractor. I don't care if you're a dentist. I don't care if you make steel ball bearings. I don't care what your business is. And that comes back to the thing that Dan Kenny was talking about, Lloyd, but Dan, my business is different. Please don't take me saying martial arts school as this, what I'm talking about only applies to martial arts school. This applies to anything, because any business can have and needs a constant flow of prospects and new customers coming there, giving them money. No ifs, no ands, no buts. If you're on this webinar right now with me and you want to go, and we're going to get into this right now and shortly, about selling information online. It is the world's perfect business. You have to understand that you're going to have to, or you have to pay somebody to, or be involved with somebody that is open to the effect of selling. Because your websites are created to sell, your marketing funnels are created to sell, and there are people that are out there that want to buy. And you have to sell it to them. And if you don't sell it to them and make them understand that your product can solve the problem that they have, then there's no way that you're going to make money in this business, and it's a wrong business. And I'm here to break up this concrete and take this shit out your head, break up more concrete, take this stuff out your head, so that we can get to the point that I can help everyone on my webinar make money. And like I said, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to share something with you. It's going to be really exciting to you guys. If you're 100% serious and you have a burning desire, would bring me to another one. Another one of the things with rich principles is all the world's richest, most successful people have a burning desire, and it doesn't matter what you want to do. Like, so, for example, what do you have a burning desire for? Like, do you have a burning desire to make money? I need 200. I need 200 comments right here. Let's see if we can get it. Do you have a burning desire to make money? Because if your answer is no, then you are in the wrong place. While I'm waiting to get to my 200, if I get to 200, that'd be impressive. I have 275 people on the call, but I need more participants. We got to 150, so let's see if we get to 200. So while I'm waiting to see if we can get to 200, if you are on this webinar and are not participating in our Facebook, please search for my group at Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. And when you come in, like I said, right now we've been vibing. A lot of people, we all have a lot of commonalities. And one thing I asked in the beginning of the webinar is for everyone to participate. So there's no reason if you're sitting on the outside just watching, participate with us, be a part of this, because as I continue my story and get into the internet marketing and the way we make money, I'm gonna bring together a major point in my life. I'm gonna bring a major point that could I know for a fact 100% that it's going to affect some people on this webinar tonight. There's people here on this webinar tonight, when I wrap up tonight, that whose lives are forever going to be changed from this webinar and what the information I reveal here. So please, let's try to help me get to 200. See if we can do this. See where we're at. The question is very simple. Do you have a burning desire to make money? And Think and Grow Rich, when they polled and came up with the 13 commonalities after a 20-year study of the world's richest and most successful people, one of the 13 commonalities were they had a burning desire. Now, I'll tell you this. One of the niches that I went into, I didn't have a burning desire for that niche. Which brings me to a good point. You do not have to be passionate about specific niches that you go into for online business. You do not have to be passionate about that niche. But how can you not be passionate about a niche and really focus on it and really work it and really try to grow a business? Why? Because if that niche can make you money and your burning desire is to make money, then you should now be open. Well, not should be. If you have a true burning desire, see, let me tell you what a burning desire is. When a mother, let me ask this question. Don't answer this, Mom, until I ask the question. But when a mother got into a car accident and the mother wakes up and the car's on fire, and she looks over, she's been thrown out of the car, and she looks over and sees her child trapped under the burning car. See, do you think, moms, everyone can answer this question. Do you believe that the moms are going to run to the car, burn the car, and attempt to get their child out? See, the moms are not worried about burning. The moms are not worried about dying. The moms are not worried about what's going to happen to them. The moms have a burning desire to save their child's life. See, you have to ask yourself a question. Do you have a burning desire like that? Everyone will not. But when you have a true burning desire like that, then nothing can stop you, because there's nothing that's going to stop you. You're going to go, the mom's going to go in there, and she's either going to come out with her child or she's going to die. See, that, my friends, is a burning desire. So if you truly have a burning desire to make money, then you will do whatever it takes and look at and work on any niche that can get you to the end result of making money. So I'll give you an example for me. I go to this website here. You can see this is my wife here. She's on the call here. This is one of the first niches that we went into that when my wife stopped working and we started doing it, was a real estate investing niche. And one of my mentors in real estate investing, his name, I'll show you him down here. His name is Terry Bryant, rest in peace. He recently passed, lost his battle with cancer. But he's the one, he was my friend in one of my mastermind groups, and he was a real estate investor. I wasn't really interested in real estate investing. I still had the negative guy on my shoulder saying, "Oh, that real estate investing is like understand this. This is my shit, my concrete. I'm doing really well now, and I'm doing pretty good. And these guys are doing real estate investing, and I still in my head say that real estate investing is a scam. Although you see people are buying properties, selling properties every single day, and I still believe it's a scam. But Vicki knew better. Vicki wanted to get involved in real estate investing, and meeting with one of my mentors, Bill Glazier. And long story short, I asked Terry, who was a friend in one of my mastermind groups, I asked him would he teach my wife how to do real estate investing. So he taught her real estate investing. She started doing real estate investing. Fast forward, she started doing really well in real estate investing, and then she said that in our area, there's no one local teaching it. So, like, if I ask you this question, let me go back up here real quick. Tell me this, like in your area, have you ever heard the radio ads or seen the ads on Facebook or Google AdWords or Rich Dad Poor Dad or some real estate investing gurus coming to your town and they're going to teach you the secrets to real estate investing and so forth? Have y'all heard that before? Okay, so I got a lot of yeses. So this, welcome, Jose. So we saw this. It happens in our city all the time, right? And so Vicki was a little upset and irritated about it. She was like, "Listen, these people are coming to our town, teaching people in our neighborhood, in our community, how to do real estate investing, and they're taking all this money out of the marketplace, and they're not providing service. Like they're not working with them. They come in, they sell you a bunch of stuff, then they leave, and maybe you get an 800 number to call somebody, and when you try to call somebody to get help, there's no one there for you." Which brings me to another point. Like one of the other principles, 13 principles of Think Grow Rich, is that everyone, all the world's richest, most successful people after a 20-year period, Napoleon Hill, one of the 13 principles was they all had mentors. And as you gain specialized knowledge, as you learn different things, you're going to have questions. That's why oftentimes, if you buy a course, you buy a book, while you're reading the book, afterwards, you'll have questions. And who do you talk to? Who do you call? And then that oftentimes is a stopping point for some people because they get roadblocked. They have one question, they can't get that question answered, so it just helps them. They just stop. So if you think about Think Grow Rich, it says all of them have mentors. So at this time, I'm reading this book and I'm trying to add all these different principles and try to add all these different concepts. I'm now getting it because when I got that email in Brazil, I read the course. I paid $3,000, went to an event. And like I said, I went to an event. I said, even when I came back, I didn't have the $3,000. I asked my mother and I invested in the event for my mom. My mom invested in the event for me. I went, paid $3,000. I never paid $3,000 for an event ever in my entire life. I wouldn't think about spending $3,000 for anything at that point in my life. But it was an investment that paid off handsomely because I went and got specialized knowledge. And I never forget, like one of my mentors, Dan Kennedy, has always talked about this. Everyone has roadblocks. Everyone has different things that stop them and keep them from reaching whatever level of success or even reaching any success. And some of those things people try to limit you on. So let me share some of my things with me. One, I stuttered as a kid. Two, I had a speech impediment as a kid, and I had to go through all these speech therapists. One time, I almost bit my tongue off jumping from a couch when I was a little kid. I almost bit my tongue off. I had to have plastic surgery on my tongue, and after that, I lost control of my muscles. I couldn't speak really well, and I have this thing that if you ever are around me for any length of period of time, I will combine two words and make them into one. And it's embarrassing as crap, but now I don't really care. But I have these things. So, like, as growing up as a kid, I was stuttering. I always got teased as a kid while I was stuttering. I didn't have the best grammar. I'm 43 years old. I get jokes online right now with my email and joke on Facebook about my poor grammar. And let me tell you this, too. Having bad grammar has absolutely nothing to do with you becoming a millionaire. I am living proof of that. I can promise you and guarantee that. But understand this, whether I'm 43 or whether I'm 8 years old, people are bullies or attempt to be bullies. But when you're a child, this type of bullying can affect you in a very bad way, to a point that some people shut down and never, ever do anything. Let me ask you another question. Do you have anything in your life that you've been teased for? Do you have a handicap? Do you stutter? Do you not speak well? Do you have bad handwriting? Anything that people laugh at you for as a kid or even as an adult? Think, let's say even as an adult, I'm bald too, Brandon, because glasses, because this is important, because these things going into our adulthood, you don't even know how bad they affected you and what type of limitations they put on you. See, because that type of stuff, that's what I call the shit. It's been put to your head. Lloyd, you stutter. Like one day, you stutter. You need to learn how to speak. Lloyd, why are you mumbling? Why I can't even understand you. Well, sir. When I was 4 years old, I jumped off a couch and I bit my tongue off. They were lucky to save my tongue. I had plastic surgery, and it took me X amount of period of time to be able to use my tongue and learn my muscle thing. And I haven't gotten it back all the way, sir. That's why I speak like I do, sir. But that can either stop me or not stop me. And I'll say that it stopped me at some point. But one thing about my mentor, Dan Kinney studied, he said, listen, do the best you can with what you got. And another guy that this may be kind of very graphic, but another one of my copyright mentors named John Carlton. He said, listen, people get held back by all their limitations. People get held back with things all the time. Listen, no matter what you have, be proud that you have it, because you can't change it. You have it, and put it out there the best you can and deal with the people that want you for what you have. So his example was, he said, you have herpes. He said, what you do, you write an ad, and in this ad, you put, hi, my name is blank. I am 42 years old. I am a white male, bald head, gray hair. I'm 5'2", 294 pounds. I walk with a limp. I've had herpes, genital herpes, for the last 9 years. And I'm looking for someone that's compassionate and wants to spend quality time. And I'm this type of nice person. And publish the ad. And he said, what will happen when you publish that ad is every single body that responds knows how you look, knows what you have, and knows what it is. In front of those people, you no longer need to hide and fake and lie. Let me like this answer. Does this make sense? Does this make sense to y'all? What I'm saying here? Because trust me, I'm going to tie everything together and bring it together and how it all comes to making money. If you are on my webinar and you're not joining us in our Facebook page, please go to Facebook and search for my group, Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. And I want to say to everybody on this webinar, I thank you and I appreciate you staying on this webinar with me. I know we're going a while, but trust me and believe me, I'm going to wrap everything up and tie everything together, because without what I'm talking about right now, without these experiences, I guarantee you a large percentage of you guys and ladies would not be able to make what I'm going to share with you work without it. I mean, I know this. I know what you saw the people answering questions. You saw what happened to people that were, everyone has these limiting beliefs and so forth. So I'm glad this makes sense to you. So now, hold on one second, make sure this. So now, I wanted to do a new thing. I wanted to do something bigger. And I heard about this thing called information marketing. I heard about this thing called internet marketing, how people are making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And Dan Kennedy sent me an email. He didn't even tell me personally. I didn't even know the guy at the time. I hadn't gone to any events. I just had his newsletter, and I was on his email list. And he sent an email out. But at this point, I was such a believer in Dan. He sent an email out and told me to go to this seminar. He said, if you're interested in internet marketing, to attend this seminar. So I ponied up. I had my own money. I didn't have to go to my mom and ask for any money. I invested another $3,000 down for an event. I flew to Cleveland, Ohio. This was in 2003. And in 2003, at this event, I never forget, it was an internet marketing event. I sat on the very first row. It was a 3-day event. And if you have my DVD, you already heard this. If you don't have my DVD, you'll hear it. You'll see it on the DVD, but I'll tell you now. And if you've heard it before, just bear with me, because it's a very valuable story. The first day of the event, this gentleman, Ken, who's another one of my mentors, he says this. He says that, just so I can show you the power of internet marketing, if you're making over $50,000 a year online, purely online, not your brick and mortar business, not whatever else you do, just online, stand up. There's like 500 people in the room, and it was like hundreds of people stood up. Then he said, let me turn up. If you're making over $100,000 a year online, stay standing. There's a lot of chairs moved down and set down, but I look back, still hundreds of people standing. Let's do another one. If you're making over $250,000 a year online, stay standing. I look back, it was like 100 plus people standing. If you make over $500,000 a year purely online, stay standing. And a lot of people sat down. But there's still a bunch of people standing. 80 plus, 70 to 80 plus people standing up. And he said, let's do one more notch. If you're making over $1 million a year online, purely online, stay standing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I looked back into that back of that room and saw all those people standing up, I'll never forget it. I put my head on the table. I was like, good gracious. I said, Lloyd, God damn it, you're going to do this shit. And excuse my language, but that's how I felt, because I was fired up. Because I went from making $3,000 a month to making $1 million martial arts school because of specialized knowledge. I had read Think and Grow Rich 11 times. I had read Think and Grow Rich. I had believed in Think and Grow Rich. I was living Think and Grow Rich, and I was seeing results. And right now, I'm in a room of 500 people. X amount of They're making over $1 million a year online. They're in the room paying the $3,000 that I've spent and I invested in myself. There's people here making $250,000, $500,000. There's people making money online, and I know for a fact that there is no difference between me and them besides what the book Think and Grow Rich says, which is you have to get specialized knowledge. You have to take fast action. You have to have a burning desire. And let me tell you, by golly, that at that point in my life, my desire, because I felt I had special magical powers. I felt like I was in a special secret society, a universe, a world that most people did not know about because of the life-changing money that I was making in my martial arts school. And now I have another opportunity to build my second income stream, a third income stream, and I was on fire. I said, listen, I'm going to sit here and listen to everything that I said. Hold on 1 second, please. I have to do something. I look for something real quick. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. One second for me. Trying to find. Help me out with the question I had here. I'll make sure everyone's on. Can everybody see my screen still? Okay. So right then and there, I had the burning desire, and I was ready. So I told myself, listen, I'm going to sit there for the next 3 days. I invested $3,000. I'm going to sit there right there, and I'm going to take notes. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to implement fast implementation. I'm going to do the whole Think and Grow Rich thing. I'm going to have fast implementation into what I'm doing. So for the next 3 days, every single break, I sat there with my notes. During lunch break, I went to my hotel room and I started implementing things. And I was taking action because I wanted to create a website. Listen, at that event, I had not made one single penny at all. And my goal when I went there was to make an extra 6 figures. I wanted to make an extra 6 figures, make $100,000 additional income stream, and that was my major goal. And I learned what I learned. I networked. I met with people. I talked to people during the break. I asked questions. If I needed any clarity, I asked questions, and I got it. So fast forward, I took what I learned and created a website. And I took what I learned and started building an auction list. So like in my DVD, I tell you about building a list because the money's in the list. You need to have a list. people that have a list have a power. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money without a list if you're doing affiliate marketing. And at my upcoming October event, we'll be talking about affiliate marketing as well. But right now, what I'm trying to share with you is my rise to the information marketing thing, my rise and how I did it, and how I believe the easiest, most effective way to get involved in this is, which is niche information marketing, whether it's a niche you're passionate about or whether it's a niche that you're not passionate about that you go into. And so I had my website, I was building an email list, but let me tell you a roadblock I ran into. So my first roadblock that I ran into was that I was so excited at the fact that I decided to go into a niche, create a website for that niche, started driving traffic to that website, and people were giving me their name and email, asking questions, opting in. I was so ecstatic and so happy that they were opting in that I thought them opting in was like me making money, but it was not. But the feeling that I had, was like, wow, I went to this event, I invested in this 3-day event, $3,000, and now I'm taking what I learned, and now people throughout the world are interested in what I have to offer, interested in what I was doing. So there was a point that I was just all giddy and happy about getting people to opt in. If you've done something and you felt like that, like Paul felt like that, go ahead and let me know if you felt like that too, because this is a common thing that we all go through in our development and rise in the information marketing business. Okay, so if you felt like that, please let me know so I know you're going through that. And if you have not, and you did not experience that yet, then you will. So it will happen. So if you haven't been there yet, when it happens, understand you're not alone. But let me tell you this to speed you through the roadblock that I had. Listen, getting people to opt in is not making money. Getting people to opt in is not the ultimate goal. We already spoke earlier about what the ultimate goal was. We had 100+ people. The ultimate goal is them doing what? Giving you money. And let me reframe this, make sure, because giving you money in exchange for you giving them and providing them something with value, something that will enhance their life or enhance their business life or enhance their family's life. And it brings me to a very important part. There's a gentleman on the, I think, let me make sure he's here. Sam Scott, are you on the webinar? Just post right there real quick, just so I can see if you're on there. I'm gonna tell a story about something we talked about today. And if you're there, it's more powerful. If you're not, it's still gonna be powerful. Sam Scott, are you on the webinar? Maybe not. Okay, so he may not be on the webinar. All right, so this morning, Sam sent me some text messages, and the text message that he sent me, I want to share with you. How do y'all know he's there? Oh, he said he's there. Okay, so all right, so Sam's here somewhere, but he's not posting in the thing because I can't see him. All right, so anyway, so this morning, Sam sent me a message. I saved my iPhone message and I sent it to myself and I posted it. I want to share this with you because it's very important. Let me see. All right, so he sent me this message this morning. You can see it says July 28th, 2012. Oh, that's another other day. So I see your kids, students are killing me in competition. I said, we're trying. He sent me this morning, 10:33 a.m. this morning. It says, the ad copy for the Internet Marketing DVD is deadly convincing. How long did it take you for you to write that mini book? You have all the big players endorsing you. Big players, somebody like Russell Brunson and Ryan Dykes and a bunch of the top guys. That question, why now? What made you decide to start a movement in the secret society? I put, thanks. What mini book? The sales letter? I put, yes. I said, I want to do something bigger. If you remember on my Facebook fan page the other day, I put, I want to do something bigger, and people put on there whatever, you know. But this is what I was talking about. Like, I want to do something bigger and have a bigger impact in people's lives. And most people teaching and stuff really don't give a fuck about people, and especially not helping the pure beginner. I have enough money where I don't really care about much these days, and want to do stuff that means something and impacts people. As you know, I was slam broke, and I say he knows because Sam was there. I was training at Sam's martial arts school before I had my own martial arts school, the 300 square foot. So he's been around the whole life. He's seen my whole transformation. As you know, I was slam broke, and this changed my life. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help that. I want to help that happen for as many other people as I can. That life-changing impact that has happened. The life-changing impact that has happened in the martial arts industry has been simply amazing. I got a card from a lady that wrote me the other day thanking me for saving her husband, and her kids from losing their home because her husband came to my event and they turned their business completely around. Like I said, one of my information marketing businesses is helping martial arts schools make more money in the martial arts school and enjoy a better quality of life. And then he wrote back, says, that's good to hear, bruh. Make no mistake, you're changing more people's lives than you know about. On average, every school owner impacts and influences hundreds of people around them. Any positive change that occurs as a result of your coaching affects everyone in their circle on many levels. Homes fall apart over lack of finances. Children are depressed because of a lack of, in some terms, that fast money to fill the void. Students benefit because they have a teacher that now has the resources to do bigger things for them, so everybody's impacted. Now you're stepping into a bigger void where the everyday person will be given the opportunity to alter their life and others in generations to come. You're heading down the road where great influencers have walked. They're the ones that give opportunity to alter their life from others. No, that's the kind of thing. All right. They're the ones that everyone knows decades after they're gone. And I put this may make it into my webinar night because this is powerful. And when he said that, it made me realize that, yeah, like I want to do something bigger, and I want to impact more lives. And for those that have been following me for a long time in the internet marketing world, I'll tell you right now, the mass majority of people on the internet do not even know what I do online. They don't know how many niches I'm in. Most people from the outside, you see me people see me in the real estate marketing space. They see me in the martial arts school owner space, and that's about it. They don't know about any of the other stuff that I do, and I'm in so many different niches because that's what I learned at my very first seminar. The very first seminar, the guy got it in my mind that you do not have to be passionate about a niche. Your job as an information marketer, your job as an online marketer is to find problems that people are having out in this world that they want solutions to. And there's ways for you to provide those solutions, even if you don't personally know the answers. See, because there are people that know the answers. Like there are niches that I can go into that I don't know anything about the niche, but I do know how to do information marketing. I know how to put together an information marketing product that can educate a person and give them the answers to the solution that they need. So what do I need to do? I need to find an expert in that niche that you can get for cheap. You may know they may be a family member, they may be a friend, they may be a next door neighbor. I got joked a while ago. Let me think if I can find it in the thing. I don't know if I can find the thing, but someone wrote a bad article about me one time saying that I was a dentist because I was, you know, I have a personal friend. He's gonna be at my October event. His name's Ed O'Keefe. He has a practice where he teaches dentists how to become successful and make more money in a dentist practice. And we teamed up for a bunch of different stuff that we did together. And you know, here's me presenting in 2008. Here's me presenting some stuff at his event. I'm gonna leave it here. But what happened was I had did a video at a dentist office with me with the dental ward outfit on, looked like I was a dentist, and I was working on someone's mouth. But I was doing it just for a marketing funnel to show them how to use YouTube and how to use video to get their marketing practices and get them seen and get more business. Because some of those dentists, like the cosmetic surgeons, they can make anywhere from between $30,000 to $80,000 per case. A case being one person coming to their doors and signing up to get cosmetic dentistry work. $80,000, $30,000. That's a lot of money. So them finding getting new prospects and new leads is not like a martial arts school where we may get somebody to pay $200 a month. You know, they get somebody to pay $80,000. So and then in the dental niche, we work with you know, chiropractors. One of my buddies, Chris Tomchak, has the fastest growing franchise program in chiropractic. So through these mastermind groups, through networking, I meet all these different people, but they all are the same. They're no different from us. And when I meet this guy making $10 million, $15 million a year, and you sit down with him at the bar and you sit there and hear his story is no different from my story. He was once broke, found specialized knowledge, found a mentor, found his online information marketing and internet marketing, and changed his life. And now he's impacting more lives than he ever could before when he was broke. And these stories happen over and over and over and over again. I'm going to share a little bit more with you. But the point is this. I got bad. I was supposed to be a scammer. They wrote an article like I was scamming. I'm a scammer because now I'm saying that I'm a dentist, and then they try to report me to the dental board saying that I'm trying to say that I was a dentist, and it was a whole mess. But remember this: these are the negative people that always try to bring you down. No matter what you do, there's always going to be people that are going to try to bring you down, try to say, you know, you heard the thing, the crabs in the barrel flock together, the crabs in the barrel try to take you down. I'm going to ask you a question, make sure everybody's following me. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had an idea, a thought, a dream, or something you wanted to try to accomplish, the people around you, even people, family members, even people close to you, try to hold you back and say that's stupid, or you can't do that, or that's a scam, there's no way that can happen, or that's impossible? Like, let me know if I'm the one that has happened to you. Great. Keep them coming. Let me get 100 right here. Because you have to get as far away from them people as possible. See, these people are what I call 97%. These people aren't going to do anything positive for you. These people are not only are they not doing anything positive, they're going to do everything they're going to do for you is going to be negative. You have to stay as far away from these people as possible. You have to block them out, and you have to disown yourself from them. Now, let me tell you this. What I'm telling you to do is not easy. What I'm telling you to do is the reason why a mass majority of the population can never achieve success, because they refuse to remove themselves from the circles that are holding them back. They refuse to step out of their comfort zone. If this is you, you can take my advice or not take my advice, but I'm telling you right now, everybody that's in my life supports my life. Anybody I'm around that does not support my life, I get away from. My job is like when I talk about stuttering and mixing up words and bad grammar, whatever, I have a message to deliver. I have a message that I've been ordained to deliver to everyone around the world, and whoever wants to listen to it can listen to it. Everyone that doesn't have to. But I am not going to stop trying to deliver my message. In 1996, 1997, 2000, 2003, I had a message in the martial arts industry. I had a message to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world, what I wanted to do, what my goals were, my dreams. I got laughed at. I got ridiculed. I got called names. And now in 2012, I'm making everyone believers, from the UFC to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and now I'm still getting ridiculed because we haven't made a BJJ black belt world champion. Well, that will come also. But what you will understand is when I accomplish that goal, those people will not stop. It will be something else that I'll be ridiculed about. But I understand. And I want you to understand that it is okay. But those people are not around me. Those people are not influenced by me. Those people are watching me. Those people are listening to me. They're watching me. They're writing about me. They're talking about me. Why? Because I'm still affecting their life, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or whatever. And that's my goal. Most important thing I want you to understand is when you get involved in internet marketing, you are going to have to become immune to criticism. You are going to have to be immune to criticism. This is one thing that once I got this aspect, it changed my life. See, because now the people that say you can't do something, now the people that say that you're not smart enough, the people that say that you'll never be smart enough, or you'll never make this, or you'll never do that, and the people are always trying to spit on you, and people are always trying to hold you back, and the people are always trying to stop you from getting to where you know and you deserve to be, and you know that you need to be there. Fuck them. That's what you fuck them. And you have to say it loud. And listen, let me get this here. Let me get some. If you feel what I'm saying, let me hear you say it. Let me hear you say fuck them. Put it on that post. I'm telling you, let's see how many people feel this way, because I'm telling you, this, if I did not get this out of the way, it would have stopped me. Because understand this, when you get involved in internet marketing, when you get involved in information marketing, there are going to be people that are going to talk bad about you. There are going to be people that are going to say nasty things about you. There are going to be people that say what you're doing is criminal. What you're doing is bad. And if you can't say fuck them, they're going to paralyze you. They're going to stop you. They're going to paralyze you to the point that you're not going to want to do anything else. And then, my friend, you're going to be out of business. And then what's going to happen is this. One day, you're going to meet someone that's going to say, hey, John Doe, I was on your email list. I got your product. I did what you said, and it changed my life. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would have done. I always wanted to ask you a question. Why did you stop offering that information? Why did you stop helping people? In the beginning of your emails, you always told us that you wanted to help people, and you were on a mission to help people do whatever the niche we're talking about. And then you just stopped. You just left me, and I didn't have anyone else I trusted. I trusted you. I believed in you. And when that happens, you're going to feel like an idiot. Because for every one person that tells you that what you're doing is garbage, you'll never be nothing, you shouldn't be doing that, you'll never be successful in this, there'll be 10 people that you reached and helped and changed their life. Like, imagine right now how I felt when that lady sent me an email. Sent me an email saying that my event changed her and her husband's life and stopped them from being evicted, stopped them from losing their home for her husband, and her child. Now understand this. This is someone I don't know who the person is. He's never given me a testimonial. If I saw him today, I probably wouldn't even know who he is. But that is meaningful to me. That means something to me. And in the world of information marketing, when you do that, and you have that type of impact, that's a game changer. That's a life changer. And I understand this now, and that's why you have to have and be immune to criticism. If I can't give you anything else that's going to help you in your world or in your travels trying to become successful in internet marketing and online information marketing, you have to be immune to criticism, because you will be criticized. Why? Because losers are losers, and you can't change losers. Losers do what losers do. They complain, they whine, they bitch, they moan, they criticize, they try to bring other people down. And understand this, 97% of the population are losers. So if you are doing a good service, providing a good service to people, and 97% of people that come through are complaining, don't worry about it. As long as, like I said in the beginning of my webinar, as long as you're providing a service that will give people the results that you say they can give, if they follow the instructions, you're doing a good service. So I'm about to get into some good information marketing right now, but I want to make sure, does all this make sense? Because if this doesn't make sense, I can promise you, no matter what you do, you're not going to be successful in online information marketing, because there's certain roadblocks I already know 100% that you're going to run into, and these are the things that will allow you to get over that hurdle. All right, great. So in information marketing, there's lots of different things that you can sell. You can sell, let me switch this over real quick. So in the information marketing business, you can sell lots of different things. You sell information products, you can sell books, you can sell CDs, you can sell home study courses, you can sell online training, you can sell ebooks, and there's lots of different things that you can sell. But understand this, it is all education. It's all education. I'll share one book that I did with you. I did a book called NHB Strength Training. So I did this book called NHB Strength Training. So I did this book called NHB Strength Training. I sold the book between $29.99 and $39.99. And the reason that I say $29.99 and $39.99 is because when you have your information products, you have to test different prices and see how $29.99 sells versus $39.99 and against $34.99. And with this product, I made a few $100,000. But what this product was this. So the entire book was bodyweight exercises. You got your push-ups, sit-ups, squats, etc. Now, the losers and the criticizers, they are, why are you selling a book and everything you're teaching in that book can be found online. Everything that you're doing this can be found online. Listen, practically every information product on earth, the mass majority of them, you can find it online. But if you want to find it online, you may have to go to a lot of different places and do a lot of different research. People want the convenience of what? People want the convenience of getting everything in one single place, because with this book, all the exercises are there, the workouts are there, the programming is there, and they're told what to do. They don't have to go online and figure out what the best push-up is or how many they should do, and should they do one arm this time or what day they should work on. Real quick, does that make sense, what I'm saying regarding this book? Now, exactly, Yolanda, it's convenience. So on a lot of these products I've done, I've been bashed on the forum, sent nasty emails, and these emails are all the same. The same thing. What makes him authority to sell this? All that stuff you can go online and find. Like, it doesn't matter. But if I was to listen to them and say, "Oh, woe is me," I guess you can go out and find out how to do push-ups and sit-ups and squats online. So I'm gonna not make a few $100,000 and just listen to them and let everyone else. No. And let me say another thing also, because remember I said everyone has a good guy on one shoulder and a negative guy on another shoulder, and I want to make sure you understand this. You do not need your own product to make money online. Is that clear to everybody? Let me know if this is clear to you, because I don't want the negative guy on somebody's shoulder to say that, oh, well, he said that he has his own product and I don't have my own product. I'm never going to make an own product. See, the loser talks like that. See, I make money online and sell other people's products. I'm either selling my products, which I make a hell of a lot more money, or I sell other products in which they give me a percentage of the money, which is still fine. I know some people that are in affiliate marketing game and their whole entire business is made around selling other people's products. So whether I go on eBay or Amazon and set up an affiliate account and sell Amazon products, I mean, if you look at it, Amazon is a big affiliate. They sell everyone's products around the world, and they make what? Big bank. So I'll make sure everyone understands that, because you do not have to have your own product. I am 100% for you creating your own product. Why? Because if you create your own product, you get how much of the money? Answer that question. Right? If you create your own product and sell it, you get to keep what percent? Oh, exactly, Liliana. Oh, exactly. See, and like, do you like the sound of keeping 100%? I do, and hopefully you do also. So that's why I always try to push people to create their own product. But yet, I understand that some people do not want to create their own product, or some concrete, some shit in their head, something may make them not want to do it or not be able to do it at this point in their life, in which it's okay. You can sell my product. You can sell somebody else's product, and you still make money. And if you sell a product for someone else, you simply have to split what? You have to split the, make sure everybody's getting the education as we go along. Exactly. There you got it. There you got Sam Yolanda. If you sell a product with someone else, you simply have to split the product. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what are the normal splits for products? Well, there's not one normal. You know, it depends on what the product is, how much a person has to invest in it. Is it a product, or is it a service? That's all a question. See, if it's a product, then how much it costs to develop that product is standalone. So, like, for example, my NHB strength training book, I think the volume that I was buying it at, it was probably like $3.50 per book, or maybe $2.50. $3. It's no more than $4 per book, okay? And so then if I have other people selling that product for me, then I decide whatever split I want to give it to them. If it's a service, then there may be some manpower. So say, for example, I have some friends that have a service. They charge $7,000, and they fly you out to Arizona. You have to fly yourself out to Arizona, and they work with you and do this amazing process for your company. But they also let other people sell their service. But about $2,800 of that $7,000 is hard cost for the service. So the people the work that's going to be put in by the people that have to be there with the people, and then so they split the profit over the $2,800. Let me know if that makes sense. And if it does not make sense, let me know so I can re-explain to make sure. For a product, the product has a fixed cost that it costs to create the product, and anything over that is profit. If it is a service, there are fixed costs to deliver the service, and then whatever over that fixed cost and what you sell it for is that profit. All right, so let me make sure there's no no's. Great. All right, so once again, I appreciate y'all staying with me. I'm going to wrap it up and tie everything together for you. I want to make sure that you understand. I want to make sure that you understand that how the natural progression of information marketing goes. So, next question. So we already talked about product, business, and service. Your own product or others' product. Now, this is my next question for you. All right, so my question is, do you want to have your own products, or do you want to sell others' products? I need a minimum of 150 answers on this one, minimum, before I move forward, just so I can see if you guys are interested in nice. And Yolanda's right. You can have both. Like, I do both. I sell other people's products, I sell my own products. You know, I'm an online marketer. Yeah, 50. I need 150 here. I like Ollie. Multiple streams of income, baby. Hey, Kissa. Good, John. I'm at 91. I need to get to 150. Keep them coming for me. If you're late to the webinar, please go to Facebook and join us by searching for my group. My group is Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. Lloyd Irvin Internet Marketing for Newbies. I'm at 97. I need to get to 150 before I move forward. Keep them coming. I got 104. I need more. Keep them coming. I need to get a good gauge to see where everybody's minds are right now. Man, y'all rocking. I love all the participation. If you're not participating, please jump on with us. All right, everybody, listen. I need y'all participating because I need you to engage. Need you guys engaged because I can't do this by myself. I need we're right now we're rocking together. I need you together. I need to make sure you're there. I need to make sure that you're engaged. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I'm telling you right now, what I'm telling you right now, like no one's gonna sit here and break it down like this for you. Everyone's interested in selling you the next greatest, latest, highest, shiny new object so that you can think you can get rich. Stuff I'm telling you right now is stuff that I've been through, my life experience. The no ifs, no ands, and no buts. What happens out here in the streets, what happens online, what happens in the information marketing world. And I need to know that y'all follow me. I need to know that y'all are there with me. I need to know that y'all engaged. Like I said, I can't do this by myself. Well, really, I can do it by myself. Like I'm already doing it. But I'm on an unstoppable mission now to help as many other people get involved in internet marketing because I believe, and I swear to you, that it's the absolute best business in the world. I got 136. I need more. Keep them coming. We're almost there. I need 4 more. We're almost there. I'm almost at 150. Let me see what I want for you now. Nice. Okay, at 150. All right, thank you, everybody. So now you already answered the question: do you want to sell your own product, or do you want to sell someone else's product? Or both. And both ways are good. So on the free DVD that I gave you, I had. If you don't have my DVD, go to the site after we finish my webinar. Make sure you get my free DVD. But on the DVD, what I gave you was a basic way for you to create your own product and have it built by someone else easily. So I want to show you. I'll show you an example for those that watched it. I'm going to show you one of the guys. One of the guys followed the process exactly.
Dear fellow grappler, two-time IBJJF world champion Jordan Wallace Schultz has a very important message for you. Here are a few pictures of Jordan after winning 2 world titles. This video will not be around for long, so watch this while you can. Turn up your speakers. We have hired a team of experts in the fields of sports psychology, kinesiology, sports performance, and rapid skill development. Why? We are in the process of developing the world's only and most extensive ebook on drill.
So for those that got the DVD, he's following the exact same process that I taught on the DVD. He didn't deviate. He didn't make up his own stuff. He used the exact same language, everything that I taught. And so let me go back to the negative guy and the positive guy. So some people say, well, he won the world championship 2 times, and that's the reason why he can do it. No, it's not the reason. He did it because he got the CD, the DVD, he watched it and put it. Let me tell you this. From what I understand, he created this website within 24 hours. Let me see if he's on here. He created his website within 24 hours. Jordan, are you online? Let me see if Jordan's there. If you're online, Jordan, like after you got the DVD, how long did it take for you to create this website? He may not be online, but I know he did it super fast. And also, Jordan, if you're online, can you tell us how long it took you to get the questions? Oh, holy moly! So Jordan got my DVD, and within 3 hours, he had the site up. And how many questions did you get answered, Jordan? And how long did it take for those questions to get answered? I have 700 questions in a week. I got 200 questions in 24 hours. Nice. Okay, so understand there's difference between application and doing, because this is the thing. Like, what's the difference between Jordan? And don't say Jordan's a 2-time world champion or whatever. Like that. See, because him being a world champion had absolutely nothing to do with him following my advice on the DVD. Him being a 2-time world champion had nothing to do with him putting up a website, getting an opt-in box on there, asking the question, doing what I taught. My DVD is no different from Think and Grow Rich because people are handed the exact secrets, the exact formulas, the exact common traits that you need to have to be one of the world's richest, most successful people, and they're handed, and they read it, and then they put it by the side and don't do it. And it's no different from my DVD. I handed you what could potentially be a six-figure to $1 million online business, and some people did it. Jordan did. He had fast implementation. Jordan, do you have a burning desire? Answer that question for me, Jordan, here. And Jordan, don't answer that question right now because I want to lead this and take you through the progression because I'm trying to make a point with you here. And congratulations to you, Jordan, for taking fast action because you're exemplifying and following the success traits that are laid out in Just Think and Grow Rich. So let me see if you answer my question. Do you have a burning desire to be successful with me? I saw one other thing. I had this here. Dear combat athlete, do you do me a favor and tell me what's your single most important question regarding cutting weight? And I'll give you a free copy of this ebook when it's complete. Nice. See, like Mrs. Zinger gave us this thing, and what's the difference? What's the difference between Jordan and you, if you're listening on this call? What's the difference between anyone that took my DVD, watched my DVD, and did what I said? Remember this. In this business, there's two ways to get things done. Either you have to do it or somebody else has to do it. But it cannot not be done. If it's not done, you are a loser. And don't take this personal. This is success principles of life. 97% of people are losers. 3% of the population are winners. And you need to make a decision right here, right now on this webinar. What percentage do you want to be in? And if you want to be in the 3%, then you need to do what the 3% of the population does, that the 97% of the population are not willing to do. And if you're not willing to do it, it's fine. Because listen, 97% of people are losers. So the mass majority of people are losers. If you look at the economics, you look at the politics, you look at everything, they always talk about how X% of the population are poor, X% of the population are at this income stream, X percentage of the population aren't making about this much money. Well, I don't know anyone that went from information marketing and online marketing to these people that are billionaires, you know. I don't know anything about that world. But I'm talking about, I know people that have gone from nothing to 30 million a year, nothing to 20, nothing to 10, nothing to millions. And understand this. If the negative person on your shoulder is scaring you and saying, well, he's talking about millions, there's no way you can make millions. There's no way that you don't even know anyone to make millions. It's impossible to make millions. Then fight that person, but ask yourself this. What if you only made a few 100,000? Let me ask you this question, because I'm going to wrap this thing up and tie things together for you, but I need to ask you this question. Would an extra 100K to 300K a year change your life? And if as far as a secondary or third income stream, and if you made an extra 100, like for some people, I'm sure, if you made an extra 100K to 300K, I bet some of you, it may become your only income stream, because if you have that job just over broke, I bet you would quit that job. Am I right or wrong? let me get this one to 150. Then I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna turn it up and get down to some like the real thing. Welcome, Chris. I don't have anybody saying no yet. Let me get to a second. I need to get to 150. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's crank this. Oh yeah, we get another thing. I got 111 already. I'll tell you right now, if I get a new income stream that makes 100 to 300K, it'll change my life and make me happy. And with internet marketing, you're able to do different things. You're able to create different income streams. You're able to do these different things at different times. And when you have friends that are making money and doing stuff online, things magnify. So like when I met Ed O'Keefe and got involved with the business, and we worked. And you'll hear his story later. But you know, taking massive leaps, going from making $100,000 to making $1 million to making multiple millions of dollars, to the point where I made $1 million in a single day. Like, and as funny as it may seem, I made $1 million in a single day. I wasn't even happy. I wanted more, but I wanted more. But the thing about it was, and the reality was, I should have been happy, but we talked about this earlier. We always want more. We always want bigger. And that's what it's about. Because this whole world of internet marketing and online marketing, you have to get on the ladder at some point. And then you have to start your climb. And with my DVD, I handed you a six-figure business. I handed you how to take these things, take this ebook, get the questions answered, give the ebook out for free. You give it out for free, then you can have a contest to get testimonials from people that read it, because most people, 97% of people aren't going to read it. But you get testimonials, and you have your social proof, and then you take that book that you now sell for $7.99, $9.99, $19.99. You create a real physical book. You create DVDs. You create audio CDs. You can expand that book, like I taught in the DVD, my free DVD. I taught how to do this, and you can create big businesses. Because it's not about just making money one time. It's about creating a business and continuously pushing. Let me see if I got 150 yet. I should get more than 150 because keep it coming. I need a little more. I can't believe I'm taking y'all slow it up a little bit. Let me know you're following me. Let me know, will an extra 100 to 300K a year change your life? And then only out of all these people I have on this call, it's only going to change 129 people's life. I think you're lying, because first of all, if 100K to 300K extra a year would not change your life, you got so much money, you probably wouldn't even be on this call. But y'all been with me for almost 3 hours. You've been with me for almost 3 hours. This would help my life. Let me see where we're at. I had 129. Now we're at 143. Give me a few more. Need one more. And this is what the power of the internet marketing is. Like no matter what you're doing, like I said, a couple months ago, I just playing around, joking around, put a site up, and through driving traffic through Facebook and just doing basic things, $1,500 to $2,000 a day. And I know I can get that up. And but like how am I able to joke around and play around and make $1,500 or $2,000 a day? Because I have specialized knowledge. One of the principles. I still don't have my 150 on thing. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Right. So I have specialized knowledge, and because of this specialized knowledge, I am able to do things that most people don't even know exist. I'm able to do things that people think is not even possible. I'm able to do things that most people don't even know exist. And I said, once again, I am truly honored and I am truly thankful that everyone has stayed on this call with me for 3 long hours. We won't be that much longer. I'm going to wrap it up. And like I said, at the end of the webinar, I have something very important I want to share with you. But I hope that is everyone getting good value from what I'm talking about? Because sometimes my wife tells me I can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, but I'm telling you right now from personal experience, what I'm talking about now, like I could come on the webinar and say, listen, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this and that. Go to this site, go to that site, go to this site. I want you to do this. I can give you the technical ability right away. I can give you the technical ability, and you'll go out and do nothing. What I'm talking about right now, the reality of what I'm talking about right now is far more important than the technical ability. See, because if you think about it, if it wasn't as important, then the DVD that you requested and the DVD, if you haven't requested my DVD, make sure you go to myfreeinternetdvd.com and get my free DVD. The information that I gave you on the DVD is technical ability. But less than 3% of the population that got the DVD did anything with it. And then there's a percentage of the population that did something with it. Then you're going to run into the roadblocks and the problems and the trials and tribulations that I've told you about, that I'm pre-warning you about, that me as your mentor is warning you about, that now when you come to that roadblock, you can run through it. You can blast over it. You're not going to be held back because you understand what that negative person really is. You understand what this person being negative and criticizing you, what they really are and what it really means. It doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing at all. Fear paralyzes people. So back to this event, this 3-day event that I was at, I learned all this information. I went back, I built this website. I started getting opt-ins. I was happy with just the opt-ins. Wasn't making any money. I left my goal, and the goal is to make money. Long story short, fast forward a little bit, what I'm trying to tell you now, what I'm trying to get through your head, finally got through my head. I got it, and I said, listen, will these people buy something from me? Do these people value what I'm doing? They respond to my email. Oh, Lloyd, this is so great. Oh, Lloyd, this is the best thing. Oh, you helped me so much. Yeah, but is what I'm providing of value enough where you exchange money for me? And if the answer is no, then you get out of that niche and you move on to another niche. You don't quit internet marketing. You don't go around and tell people that internet marketing is a scam or it doesn't work because it didn't work for you or a particular niche. If I was to tell you how many niches I try to go into that do not work, how many niches that I go into that do not make money, then it will give you a bigger reality that, okay, that's the part of the business. My job is to go in and find out if the niche is feasible to work. If you go into a niche, you see other people in the marketplace already selling to that niche, it's feasible. Can you go in and penetrate it is the question. And how do we know? We can penetrate it by knowing how good you are at marketing, how good you know about internet marketing, how good you know the stuff that I learned and the specialized knowledge that I have, and now that I want to pass to you. And I gave you the first step in the DVD. So I decided that, listen, if they don't want to give me money, I need to move forward. So I tested something and offered something to them. And it's basically a yes or no. The no, don't give me money, and the yes is give me money. And I made money. So I said, oh my God. I went from like now I'm angry at the options. The options are obsolete. They mean absolutely nothing to me. It's just a part of the business. You see, every single day I have options. Like right now, if I was going to my funnel, I could see options. That's just what I get. I get options as a part of the business. But money, when you see that thing that says new order, you made a sale. See, that was now the exciting thing, like options were for me. And my very first product that I released on my own, I made $180,000 the very first day. And I went from wanting to make six figures a year to making six figures in a day my very first time out. And, you know, I was very happy. And then I became very sad because what happened next almost made me throw up. I got a call from my merchant account saying that you've only been set up to receive $20,000. Let me just make it write this out. The merchant account told me that I'm only set up to receive $20,000 a month, and I brought in $180,000 in one day, plus all the other money that was coming in, and they were freezing my account and they were freezing my money. Like, and I said, what does freeze money mean? Like, we're not giving it to you. Like, we're keeping it, and we have to hold it for 6 months. And then at the end of the 6 months, we'll review your account and make a decision what we're going to do. First and foremost, I didn't have enough money to pay for the products cash in hand that I needed to deliver to the customers that bought them, which caused a major problem for myself. I went from thinking that I was in a great situation to where I was in a bad situation because I heard about all these nightmare stories about how people that get their account frozen and you don't deliver the products, and they start calling the bank, and they start calling you a scam, and start reporting you to Better Business Bureau, and next thing you know, the FTC is calling you like, where are the products? And I heard these nightmares from Gary Halbert, and then my whole life came crashing down. And so then for a day or two, I was just depressed. I was in my bed, covers over my head, trying to figure out what I was going to do. Now thinking about Think Go Rich. I always go back to Think Go Rich. It's talking about specialized knowledge, talking about mentors. And if you have a problem, you need to go talk to somebody that has experienced that problem. You need to attach yourself to somebody that has experienced these problems, so they can take you through a minefield. So imagine if you're in a field and there's explosives buried in the ground everywhere, and now your job was to go from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field, and without getting blown up. Well, would you want to take your shot at your own and just try to hope you make it, or would you like a professional guy who has been through this field 1,000 times, knows where the mines are, will walk you by the hand and lead you across to the other side, right? So of course I know your answer is going to be you're going to choose a guy. Well, that's basically what a mentor is. And well, I'd attached myself to different mentors, so I basically got in contact with Ken McCarthy, who was the first guy that taught me how to do internet marketing and taught me in addition to his wonderful business. And I told him what was going on. I told him what was happening, and just so happened he happens to personally know a guy or the guy that is in charge of this particular merch account, which I will remain nameless. Oh, But if you know this guy, long story short, he got on the phone with the person, told him the situation, told him who I was, told him, told him my story. I was a good guy, I wasn't a scam artist, blah, blah, blah. And within 24 hours, I had 80% of my income, 80% of the money released to me, and the 20% was going to be held for 6 months. And then, so I went through that. I was able to buy the products, deliver the products. I was also, let me answer this question. What do you think the very next thing I did was, the very first thing after I got my money released? Nope. Nope. All right, nope, not fulfilled. I already had my own product. Hit another landmine. Nope. Come on. This bad, horrible story, the way I think I did. The very next thing I did. Yep, quit that merchant account. I got me another merchant account. No, I wasn't going to raise my limit. I was getting out of that merchant account. They scared the crap out of me. So I went to another merchant account. I talked to a few people, and I talked to them and tried to figure out what good merchant accounts are there that know what we're doing, know about the information marketing business. And I got a new merchant account set up, and at that company I had like a $250,000 a month limit. And then I got a few more. I kept getting like $1 million a month limit. I kept getting more merchant accounts because my mentor Dan Kinney teaches us the worst number in business is one. The worst number in business is one. One key employee. Hey, write this down because I'm gonna write this down for you, but y'all need to take this note. The worst number of business is one. And I had already known this guy. I had listened to Dan Kinney's principles, but I hadn't applied to everything else. And now it came to a merchant account because the worst number of business was one with a merchant account. And once they shut me down, understand this, they shut me down and sales were still coming in. It wasn't like sales ended. Sales were still coming in. So all that money was going where? Nowhere. And had I had two merchant accounts, the second I had a problem, I could have switched out my access numbers and transaction key and switched it to another merchant account. Does that make sense? I'll make sure everybody's following me. I don't need a lot of comments. I just want to make sure that the general population is following me with what I experienced, so that you don't have to experience it. Great. So when you guys get a merchant account, don't just get one merchant account. Start off with two. Get a PayPal account, get a regular merchant account, and understand, be ready and be prepared to be able to switch on a fly notice. I'll give you another super secret technique that super high level. Most people won't do that, but when you create a website, that is making money for you, and I said if you're not making money, don't worry about it. But if you're making money on a site, develop two sites. So say, for example, if you're using GoDaddy for your money site and it's making money, go to HostGator and get another server and put up the same exact site as your first money site. Hook up the merchant account, hook up everything, but it's just not live. And why this is important is what happens. Imagine if you have a site that's making, let's think about Greg's site. Say if you have a site that's making $35,000 a day, and your host goes down, or a hacker comes in and hacks your website. Every day that you're down from the hacker, you lose $35,000 per day. If you take my advice and understand the worst number of business is one, and you create a mirror site, so now what you do is when the hacker shuts you down, or the host company shuts you down, now all you go and do is go into the other host site, change your name servers, and then however long it takes the name server to switch over, you're back up and running right away. No, thank you, Douglas. Great advice. because most people won't do this. That, whether you know it's not, this advice right now, and it gave you, a person could pay for consulting and pay thousands of dollars to get that, because if you're making money, this matters. If you're not making money right now, you don't understand how valuable this advice is. But if you're making money, that advice I just gave you, I could charge you for, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm going to give you good value being on this call. And as I'm winding down and going to reveal my special thing I want to tell you about, I wanted to make sure I'm continuing delivering value to you, something that can help you. But let me say it again slow. I know you may have gotten it, but I want to make sure. If you have a site that's making money, or even this, if you have a site that's not making money, but you have a brick and mortar business, you're a doctor, you're a dentist, you're a chiropractor, you're a lawyer, no matter what your business is, if people are coming to your website and making decisions if they want to come to you or hire you for your service, you should have a mirror site also. If you don't know how to switch your name servers, understand this. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know anything about name servers. I don't know anything about websites. I've never created an optimized press site. I've never created a WordPress. I don't know if I am a technical slow guy when it comes to internet. So if you're like me, don't think that because you don't know how to create a website that you can't make any money, because I pay other people to do it, or if I don't have the money to do it, I have friends to do it. But no matter what, it comes back to my other thing I was telling you about. Either you do it or you have somebody else do it. If you don't know how to do it, pay somebody to do it. If you don't know how to pay somebody to do it, then you need to do it. Well, but Lloyd, I don't have the money to learn how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Well, go to the freaking library. Go to Google and type in how to create a WordPress site. Like look at this here. I go here, how to create a WordPress website. And guess what? Voila. There's everything you need to do to make a WordPress site. But guess what? I'm going to give you a niche idea right here. If you create an ebook or a product or a DVD or a downloaded video with a step-by-step tutorial teaching even the slowest non-technical person on earth the 5 simple steps you need to take to create a WordPress site, I bet you can sell it. I know you can sell it. But Lloyd, you can get that information for free. So what? This is called the information marketing business, ladies and gentlemen. We sell information. It doesn't matter if the information is free online. It does not matter. Our job as information marketers is to package up all of this information and put it into one central location, whether the central location is a CD, whether the location is a book, whether the location is a audio, video, no matter what that information is, our job is to gather that information and sell it to the people that are too lazy to gather it for themselves. And if you can understand this, ladies and gentlemen, you can make millions of dollars, whether you think it's a scam or not. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you think that hundreds of thousands of dollars is not possible to you, let me lower the number. You can make tens of thousands of dollars by putting together and packaging information, putting together and packaging this stuff. Now, let me tell you this. I talk about books and products, but the next level, you take these books and products, and now you educate people more by doing seminars. You have coaching groups. You have workshops. Because people want information. People want coaching. Listen, I want coaching. I pay people lots of money to get coaching. I go to lots of seminars. But let me tell you about the biggest thing with these seminars now. You see, one of the reasons and one of the things that I decided to do this for is this. You see, over the last decade, 9+ years, I've kept to myself about what I do with internet marketing. I've kept to myself about what I do online, how I make money, all the niches. Why? Because I'm just a private person. There was a point I was really angry. I was upset. All the people told me I couldn't do it. All the people that didn't believe me. All the people that say, "Oh, why are you doing that?" And I wanted to show them, and I showed them by buying cars and boats and taking private jets and going to, like rubbing things in their face. And I'm way past all that now. but that was the time. It was wrong, but you know, trust me, I had a great time doing it. But now I have bigger purpose, I have bigger causes. And I basically kept to myself because none of this, I took the time, I took the dedication. I read that damn Think and Grow Rich book. I took the principles. I did what it took to gain my specialized knowledge. I took what it took to find a mentor. I did what it took to take fast implementation. And I had a burning desire. That was me. So I was selfish. I was me, just me. And everywhere else, you got to find out how to do it yourself. And then I started going to all these seminars because my whole life goes around getting specialized now. So I attended a bunch of different seminars. I just attended a seminar in DC for $4,000. Me, my wife, David Avalon, Greg Davis, and Nakapon. We all attended a seminar. I attended another seminar with $10,000 because I'm just going to gain specialized knowledge. Because with specialized knowledge and fast implementation and a burning desire to be successful in implementation, I can make anything work. So that's what I'm about now. So now as I go to all these internet marketing seminars, I sit back and watch. And what I see is great for me, but bad for you. And the reason that it's bad for you is because I sit there watching people at these $3,000, $5,000 events. I see people in the crowd that have never made a single dime online. They have an okay online business. They're not being successful. And I see them going after the next shiny object. Buy this $2,000, $3,000 thing that will teach you how to get unlimited amounts of traffic by doing no work. And they buy this $2,000, $3,000 thing thinking that this is going to make them rich and online, and it isn't. But let me tell you this, it's not saying that the product's bad. I can buy the product and take parts of it and implement it into my business and make lots of money. But you can't because you don't know the basics of internet marketing. You don't know the basics of information marketing. You don't know the basics of what it takes to really build a business. And in 2003, when I went to that event, it was built for beginners. I had made one single penny online, and I was able to take what I learned and crank out and do what I've done now, making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars since leaving that event. To this day, I still use that base formula, plus all the additional stuff that I learned and continue to learn. And now I don't have to go, I still go to events, but now I'm personal friends with the who's who in the internet marketing world. Like I can pick up the phone and text Ryan Dice. I can pick up the phone and text Russell Brunson. And like if you're around the internet marketing world, you know who these guys are. But some of the biggest names in the internet marketing world, I'm personal friends with. I rub shoulders with, and we exchange ideas on a daily basis. If something's working, he tells me. If something's not working, I tell them, and we exchange ideas. And like, let me ask you this question: do you see how having this do you understand by being able to do something like this how it helps me? I want to make sure everybody's on board with me because but it all started from this one seminar. It all started from being plugged in because I see a lot of people go to seminars, they go once and then they never go back. Like what are you doing? Like I am 9 years in and I'm still at all the industry leading seminars, events. As long as we don't have guys fighting the UFC, as long as I'm not doing my own events, I'm always there. And it's very important because you can never unplug yourself from gaining specialized knowledge. The first step is getting to a point that you can get started. And then once you get started, your job is to keep the ball rolling and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then now you can buy these fancy, shiny objects that you can add to your business and make it even bigger, right? But what about the new person? What about the person that's just starting and wants to learn the exact A to Z blueprint on how to do it? What about that person? You see, for the last 9 years after I went to that person, none of the events I've been to are for the beginner. I'm not knocking it. I understand it. See, because I understand this. Most beginners are broke. Most beginners don't have an online business. So they're teaching beginner stuff, and they need beginner stuff. They need the basics. They need somebody to show them exactly what to do from A to Z, from the affiliate side, from the information marketing side, from your own product side, to getting involved in coaching business and involved in seminar business. You need somebody to show you step by step, and there's no one out there doing that anymore. All these events out here, like look around all the internet marketing, all information marketing events. All these events are geared around people like me and people that are already making money and people that are already successful online, because we want to go rub shoulders. Because if you like, I'm not going to a beginner event anymore. I don't need it anymore. I got the basics. I already do that. So if one of these gurus or one of these people did a beginner event, they won't get me. They're not going to get my buddies. They're not going to get people in my circle. And that's what they want, because we are coming. We can add great value to the event. We can, the networking in the hallways and at the bar at night is great. So who suffers? The beginner suffers, because the beginner who wants to get started is not being provided the tools that they need to get started. And I think about at these events is, Lloyd, what if that was you? What if that was you back in 2003 and you were in one of these events? And I know for a fact that I would not have been able to be having done what I've done. I damn sure wouldn't be on this webinar talking to you 3.5 hours later if I had come to one of those events. So the webinar and the iPhone message you saw when Sam was asking, why am I doing this? Why now? And the answer is simply, I have a bigger purpose. And if you saw I'm having an event coming up on October 25th, 26th, and 27th, 2012 in Washington, D.C. And if you have seen the page or got my letter, it says the Internet Marketing, Information Marketing Blueprint for Beginners. And I specifically say on my page, if you're making over $100,000 a year online, this is not for you. And a lot of my friends, I'm telling you, a lot of my friends say, Lloyd, why are you teaching beginners? Why are you going to do that? Because I want to give back. I have a passion, because if in 2003 Tim McCarthy hadn't done that seminar, I'd be on this webinar saying the same thing you guys are saying. How do I get started? What do I do? Please teach me. Please share with me. But luckily, Tim McCarthy was there for me, and I want to be there for you. And I created this free DVD to introduce you guys to, because I know everyone has a good guy and a bad guy, a negative guy on the shoulder. And I created the free DVD to try to get that negative guy off your shoulder. Because if you watch my DVD, you'll see plain and simple that this is a reality, that people can make money in this, and people are making lots of money with this. If you watch the DVD and been on my webinar, you saw people already doing this, already applying this, already creating products from what they learned on my free DVD. But I can only teach so much on my free DVD. Hence, I created this upcoming event called the Internet Marketing Blueprint for Beginners, a complete step-to-step guide teaches you from A to Z how to get involved in the internet, and it was created for someone that has never made a single penny in this event. And let me tell you this will probably be the first and only event that I do like this ever, because on a business side of things, I do need to make money at the event. So it is better to sell to people that have a lot of money or making a lot of money and do events like that too. But I said, before I do that, and I said, I've never done an internet marketing event in my entire life. In the last 9 years, people have literally begged me, and I refused. And like I said, I'm on a different mission now. I'm trying to do something bigger now. So now I'm doing this event for the very first time, and conceptually think of it as the first and last time, because teaching beginners is not where the money is at. And like I said, for my event, I'm charging $3,000 for my event. Right now, I have a early bird special going on at $997 on August 13th. Let me make sure I have this date right. on August 13th, my $997 event is going to go to, let me go to the page. The website is theinternetmarketingblueprintevent.com. Theinternetmarketingblueprintevent.com. So all the information is here. The event is October 26th through the 28th. And like I said, let me get down. As you can see, I have my buddy Greg Davis. He's going to be speaking there. Vince Palco. I have a bunch of my friends. My wife's going to be speaking. The ladies, like, listen, I hope I didn't give an impression that internet marketing, information marketing is only for women. Only for men, because my wife's going to be there. Internet marketing is for women, men. Like, there's kids that have information marketing businesses. But you can spend your time looking here, the internetmarketingblueprintevent.com. But what I want to show you right now is like I said, if you're already making over $150,000, I should change that to 100. If you're already making over $150,000 online, like I said, this is not for you. This event is for, the raw rookie. This is who knows making money online, is important. This is for a person that's a retiree that wants to make additional income. If you're a financially struggling parent, you want to change your life. If you're a professional, doctor, lawyer, attorney, same thing with us with our martial arts school. If you are a professional, you're tied down to your business. How long are you going to practice dentistry? How long are you going to practice law? You're locked down to it. You make high incomes, but you're locked into a practice. You're locked into your law firm. You're locked into your medical practice. You're locked there, and you take a vacation only when, if you're not in somebody's mouth or operating on people, you're not making money. If you've been fired from your job, if you're worried at all about the crushing multi-trillion-dollar debt that's going to happen, if you're a network marketer, and not only is this valuable, the information you learn at my event valuable for people that want to create a pure online business. If you do have a brick and mortar business, if you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are whatever business you may have, what you'll learn at this event will take your brick and mortar business to a level that you won't even imagine. Like the stuff I'm going to show, I'm going to have a special session where I'm going to show you exactly how you do it, use it for your business, because once I learned to take my internet marketing, information marketing business to a higher level, I was able to take my martial arts school to another level. If you're involved in any type of business, and even if you're already making some money online, I'll tell you this too. I'm known for being a master at the basics. If you're making $150,000 online, I think it's not specifically for you. You're making money online. You probably think you know it all. But the basics that I cover, many times, very often, you start making money online and you forget the key core elements that got you to where you're at. And those things, those little tiny tweaks and turns and adjustments can make a massive difference for a person's business. So, like I said, the price for my event, I'm charging $3,000. I think it's worth $5,000. It's a $5,000 event I could do easily. But like I said, it's for a beginner, and I want to charge a fair fee for me. I have to be there for 3 days, get the hotel, prepare for it, and my time and so forth. But the amount of money and income that you can make over top of what you invest. It has to be an investment, because it's like when I first started out, I was borrowing money from my mom, I was borrowing money from people, and now when I had my own money, I was always investing in myself. So a person that's not interested or willing to invest in themselves, I'm not interested in helping. But if you are willing to invest in yourself, like I said, it's a $3,000 event. Right now, it's an early bird special for $997. I had that price until a point that I found the event. I have a date now. It's in Washington, D.C. So I have $997 will be the price until August 13th. And then August 13th is going to go to $14.97, and then from there it's going to go up to $29.97. But like I told you, for being on my event, I have a very special opportunity for you guys. For anyone that's on this webinar that's interested in investing in themselves and letting me walk them by the hand and teach them the wonderful business of internet marketing, the wonderful business of information marketing, I have a very special offer for you. If you've been to my page, you already know it's $997 right now. On August 13th, the investment will change to $1,497. Right now, I created a website called, let me get to it, www. You can all go to this website right now too. www.24hourwebinarspecial.com. I misspelled it. What I'm allowing you to do, I'm gonna give you payment plans. You can break down the $997 into a 2-payment or 3-payment option. You can break the $997 down to a 2-payment or 3-payment option. Now, I have never offered any payment plans for the $997 price point. I may do it for the $3,000, I may do it for $1,497, but not for the $997. $997. The reason I charged $997 earlier was because I didn't have an event. I didn't have a venue. I didn't have any dates. So I said, anyone that invests, which lots of people did, invest $997 while I don't have a hotel and while I don't have an actual date, I'll give you a special hookup. I decided to keep that going to August 13th. But I have a very special offer for you. So the website is www.24hourwebinarspecial.com. Anyone that goes to www.24hourwebinarspecial.com tonight, no, I'll say in the next 3 hours, and invest in themselves to attend my event. I'm going to hold a special webinar next week where I'm going to show you my exact website that is bringing in $1,500 to $2,000 a day online right now. I'm going to give you the coding. I'm going to allow you to steal my website and use it for whatever niche that you want. I want you to rip me off. I'm going to give you a license to steal my website that's generating $1,500 to $2,000 a day online. I'm going to have a webinar and show you exactly how it's set up, exactly how it works, and I'm going to do something that I very rarely do. I'm going to show you exactly the best ways to drive traffic to it, what traffic to drive to it, how to drive the traffic to it, and exactly how to do it, how to do the settings and everything. Now, what if you already signed up to attend your seminar? Everyone that has already signed up to attend my seminar, I'm going to include you in on this webinar also. So don't worry, I got you covered, Winston. So right now, in the next 3 hours, if you invest in my seminar and allow me the pleasure to become your mentor and teach you everything I know about starting an information marketing business, whether you've made a single penny online or not, let me walk you by the hand and give you my A to Z blueprint for internet marketing. You go to www.24hourwebinarspecial.com. Not only are you going to get something that no one else will get, taking advantage of this 2-pay or 3-pay option, you're also going to be invited to a very special webinar where I'm going to break down and reveal to you and give you access to my website, and you can figure out whatever niche you want to do it. And don't worry about it. If you do not have a niche yet, you still have access to this information, and when you pick a niche, I'll teach you the exact, you already have the website and you'll be able to use it. I'm telling you right now, no ifs, no ands, no buts. If you have a negative guy on your shoulder for whatever reason, or any reason at all is trying to tell you that this won't work for you, if you have anybody in your life that's telling you that you can't do this, it's fake, online marketing or racket, get them out of your life. If there's a negative guy on your shoulder, fight him. Because right now in October in Washington, D.C., I'm giving you the same opportunity that I had in 2003, the same opportunity that no one else in the world that I know of is giving to pure beginners. Don't take my word for it. Go online and look at the seminars. They are not for beginners. if you've been to the seminar, if you've been to these seminars before, post on my page. If you've been to this seminar before and you left more confused than you were when you came in, let me know. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what's happening. My seminar is for the person that has never made a single penny online. My seminar is for the person that wants to get started in an extraordinary lifestyle of internet marketing. So this is how the opportunity works. Go to www.24hourwebinarspecial.com right now. Choose any of the packages, invest in yourself in any of the options, and in the next 3 hours, and you'll be invited to my special webinar where I'm going to give you my big money website that you can take and steal, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do the videos. I'm going to show you everything how to do it to make it work. So I'm handing over to you what could be a six-figure business to you on this webinar I'm going to do next week. All you have to do is take advantage of it in the next 3 hours. If you do not take advantage of it in the next 3 hours, don't worry. You still have 24 hours, and I'll still make the payment plans available to you, but you will not be able to attend this special webinar where I'm going to actually hand you this six-figure business in this website that I was talking about tonight. So let me type this out for you. See how I capitalize when you're always putting websites out, always capitalize the first letter of each word. 24-hour webinar special. Go to 24 hours in the next 3 hours and invest next. If you Okay, so let me break one more time. Go to www.24hourwebinarspecial.com in the next 3 hours and invest in yourself, and you'll get to attend my webinar where I give you access to my money site. Teach you everything you need to know about it. If you do not go and invest yourself in the next 3 hours, you'll still have 24 hours to take advantage of a generous payment plan. And the reason that I decided to do a payment plan because I understand, like, if you're like everyone say, you know what it's like to struggle, you know what it's like to be in a bad place, and I was there too, so I know exactly how that feels. So I was like, well, the lowest price I can do this event for is $9.97, and they don't have $9.97. I said, how can I make it better? How can I help the person? I said, well, make it a payment plan, because like doing a payment plan, my accountant, my employees, it puts more work on my staff dealing with payment plans. But I said, listen, I'm trying to bend over backwards, do anything, everything I need to do and can do to help anyone and everyone achieve success and involve themselves and join me in this wonderful world, join me and my friends in this information marketing business. So I decided to make the payment option. And that's the absolute best I can do. Like on August 13th is going to um, $14.97, and that's that. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy my information. I do. If you have any questions about my event, all right. So if you have any questions about my event, please let me know. Right now, it's very important to pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you have any questions about my event, ask them, and once I post this thread. If the question is not about my event, please do not ask that right now. I want to make sure I focus everybody getting any question a person may have about my event. All right, so I'm gonna post this now. If you have any questions about my event, please post them. And don't post them in this thread. Post them in an individual thread so I can see them. Sometimes it gets crowded inside. If you have a question about my event, make your own post for me, please. I'm taking time to answer all the questions.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Are you sure you want to leave so soon? To give them the chance to say,
I'll stay here and answer questions as long as you need to have questions. I have a few questions here. As what hotel I'm staying at, the hotel is going to be the Washington, D.C. LaFont Plaza Hotel, as you can see right here. I want to book my flight and hotel. Can I fly into Reagan? Yes, you can fly into Reagan Airport. Actually, if you fly into Washington Reagan, it's called DCA. You can actually take the subway straight from the airport directly into the hotel. If the other airports are BWI, which is about 30 minutes away, but if you're able to, I would definitely fly into Washington, D.C. Reagan Airport, which is DCA. You give them the name of the hotel, Washington, the font. Just checking to see the option for partner. The 9/7 event was a different event for martial arts school, not this one. This is full price. The website for the event is www.theinternetmarketingblueprint.com. That's where you can get the full details, what's being covered, information, hotel, and to take advantage of the special is 24-hour webinar special. Make sure I have that right. 24-hour webinar special.com. You can take advantage of it. See if I have any more questions here. Question is the free DVD still available? Yes. Free DVDs at www.myfreeinternetdvd.com. Thanks, David. Thanks for helping me out. See what else I have. I get a hotel. Got Jeff Baldwin. See what else I got. I got Bobby. see what I got. Sam, Matt Lloyd. Is there something that can be broadcast over the internet? Okay, I answered that question already. Thanks, Edward. I'm glad you liked it. You're very welcome, Tim. Yeah, Deborah, at the LaFont Plaza Hotel. I think it's the LaFont Plaza Hotel. Is the venue established? Yes. Yes, it is. What is the guest policy if you do the payment plan? Guests are full price. That's a good question. What is the guest policy if you do a payment plan? The guest is full price, but right now, if you take advantage of it within the 24 hours, take advantage of it within 3 hours, you can sign up as many people as you want on the payment plan. So it's full price, but it's you can take advantage of. They can be on the payment plan too. So if you set up my webinar with me, they can take advantage of the payment plan also. But make sure you understand this. Very important, everybody. The seats are full price. So on August 13th, they're going up to $14.97. So on August 13th, it's $14.97 per person. So if you want to bring somebody, get in while we're at $9.97, and if you need help, take advantage of one of the payment plans. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff said he loves me. Love you too, big man. Vicky has a good quote here. If you keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you got. Wow, Lloyd, it's an incredible deal. Thanks, Devon. It's the absolute best I could do. Like I said, the $9.97, I'm barely breaking. That's their bucket investment. And then with the payment plan, it doesn't get any better than that. So does this count for attending the August event seminar as well? No, this doesn't have anything to do with the August event. The August event is a martial arts seminar, marketing seminar, and internet automation seminar, which has absolutely nothing to do with my October event. Got you covered, Jeff. Well, Big Bernard. We'll refresh, see if I have any more questions out here. All right, I think that great seminar. You got me thinking on this. Yeah, thanks. All right, let me see. I think I got all the questions. You're welcome, Brandy. I think I just saw a question come in. I saw a question come in from Johnny Ramirez. I think it said, Johnny, is the payment plan option good until the August 13th? No. The payment plan option, payment is good for 24 hours. And Johnny, you can email Sajara. All right, so I don't see any more questions. Let me make one more cap. I close it on out. How long they want to know? How late are we going to be going into the Sunday? Sunday will be done by 5 or 6 o'clock. So you need to, if you need to get a flight, make a flight late. All right, and we'll do one more refresh. I think I covered all the questions. No problem, Sam. Sorry to bother you. Do you think there'll be an option to attend online? Prepare my plan. As of right now, I have no, as of right now, I have no options, no online options. But you never know. But hey, don't bet on that. A lot of people ask, so I may look into it, but there's no, like, I'm telling you, get there. There's nothing better than investing in yourself and putting yourself in the room. Putting yourself in the room for those 3 days. It's life changer. It's nothing like it. I'll do one more. Refresh. All right, look what I got, everybody. So, Ernest is coming in super late. Yeah, but look, I have everybody. So anyway, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 4-hour webinar. I hope you got some value from it. If you did get value, if you enjoyed this 4-hour webinar, let me know. A lot of people left, but let me know. Let me know my 4 hours was well spent, please. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, David. Thanks, Tamara. Liliana. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Simon. I'm going to tell you all this, too. Brandon Vera and the guys, they went to eat Thai food, and I missed Thai food. I'm hungry, but I grinded with you guys because, like I said, I'm committed to you. I just need you to be willing to prepare to invest in yourself, invest in changing your life, invest in learning this multiple stream of income, and invest in this business. This is the most wonderful business in the world, and I'm willing to invest in you. I invested 4 hours of my time with you tonight. Everyone who knows me and knows how I respect time and knows how I value my time understands me putting 4 hours out is a lot and for free. And I've already planned and blocked off 3 days in October to invest 3 long days with you guys. If you plan to fly out Sunday night late or leave in the morning, Monday morning, we'll be ending Sunday probably around 5 or 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, I'm known to go late. But you let it work. Like when you leave, my guarantee and my promise to you is that I'm gonna give you everything you need to know to leave and start an online business. And hopefully those that come invest with me, will want to work with me more because my goal is to create more millionaire internet marketers, more millionaire information marketers. And the first step is get on that ladder, climb up that ladder, and let us work together. And anytime you have a multimillionaire information marketer that's 100% committed to working with you and helping you, i.e. Think and Grow Rich mentor, I say you better attach to them. If you have a negative guy on your shoulder and he's just beating you up, that's on you. But I can't help you. I'm here to help the people that believe in themselves. I'm here to help the people that want to make information marketing and internet marketing an additional income stream in their life. And for many of you, if you're an employee, for many of you, you're gonna make this now will become your sole and only income stream because you'll get rid of your job, and then we'll start working on building multiple income streams from there. And like I said, I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be people on this line that are gonna make lots of money. I'm not even sure. Is Steve Whittier still on Steve Whittier here? Steve, are you on the webinar, Steve? Let's see if Steve's here. David Avalon, are you still here, David Avalon? Can you post something real quick? Because these are some guys I've been working with, and they're brand new in internet marketing. They have not made a single dime on internet marketing, penny online marketing products and services, whether it's their products or anyone else's product. and now they're making money. So David and Steve, both of you, can you just put a little blurb about what you've done and how you did it and what you did on your very first attempt at online marketing, just so people who we have like 126 people still with us, and just so they can see. And these guys, they weren't personal friends before. I met them out there in the martial arts. I met them. Different things. They're not my cousins. They're not my relatives. I'm saying this to avoid the negative person on your show saying, "Well, they did it because they had some type of special hookup." No, they did it because they have a burning desire, they're serious, and they want to change. So, guys, just post whatever you think that would be beneficial for people to see that may have a negative guy on their shoulder, may be on the fence about attending my event, may think it may not work for them. What would you say to them? Man, Brandon just brought me some food here. He saved my life. I hadn't even texted him until I've been bringing me food back. Saved my life. Thank you, bro. Brandon Barrett said hello. Make sure y'all watch and fight in the UFC next week. Steve, followed the advice Master Lloyd gave me, and like Jordan immediately put up a site and started building a list. The information has helped a lot of people and has made the start of a great second income stream. Oh, y'all have no idea how this food that Brandon just bought me saved me. Brent asked will we have an option to set dates for payment plans? Well, whatever option you pick tonight, the first payment will be charged tonight, and then every additional payment will be billed every 30 days after. Rick said, I was not able to make a webinar, but when I saw you were doing an event, I jumped. Looking forward to it. As I know, after being around you for the last few days in D.C. at Dagan's event a week or so ago, it'll be a life-changing event. Thanks, Rick. Lillian, is $997 is for the seminar only, correct? Yes. Or better yet, what is included in the price? The price includes you attending the event for 3 days. Any option if we bring a partner. Every partner is $997. There's no discounts. It's just an individual. It's $997 per person. I had no prior experience. Anyone can do this. Hey, Kissa. Because of Steve, I'm here implementing. Thanks, Master Lloyd and Steve. You're welcome, Kissa. David said I made an instructional video, I wanted to sell, but I had nothing to start with. Lloyd said the power was in the list. I started making a list and didn't spend any money. I didn't spend any money on traffic and utilized free traffic to build my list. And with a very small list, generated five figures on my very first launch. It's amazing what I learned. Because of Master Lloyd, my school is worth $1 million this year. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this webinar. I'm gonna stay on the Facebook page for a little bit if anybody has more questions. But once again, right now I have 120 some people still on the call. Thank you very much for coming on the call. Thank you very much for investing your time with me. I hope that you invest more with me and attend my events. And I hope you enjoy yourself. And from what everyone said, it looks like everybody had a great time. So with that being said, I'm going to end my call, and thank you for attending my webinar tonight. Take care, everybody. I'll still be on Facebook for a little bit.